Yes, sir. You know what I mean? We are live. We are live. We are live. You know what I'm saying? What's going on to you and yours? This is SmittysCorner Live episode 2. You know what I mean? Got my bro here, Smitty. You know what I'm saying? We about to definitely rock it out for y'all. You know what I mean? And you know, yeah, man. I hope y'all ready, man. I hope y'all ready. You know what I'm saying? I know y'all been waiting, anticipating. You know, mm. The links are coming in the chat. I'm about to pin all them links in the chat real quick for y'all. All right, so they are coming. Just give me a moment, okay? But they are going to be in the chat very, very soon. Okay, I'm definitely putting them up there. So Smitty, man, as I'm doing this, man, what's going on, bro? What's good?
Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah, my sound's a little low, so I'm gonna still give my intro, and then when we start the video, I'm gonna drop down and come back up. I'm gonna just reset. I'll be up before it's done. So anyway, welcome everybody once again to Smitty's Corner. I thank you all so much for tuning in. All right. Shout out to Sunflowers. I thank you oh so much for coming in, tuning in with us tonight. So what we're getting ready to do is we are going to go ahead and we're going to talk about something that I believe is very, very important, right? And what we're going to be talking tonight is our school systems, right? We all remember, everybody remembers growing up, coming in and going to school and everything that we dealt with, whether it was maybe a point of a bullying, maybe a point of a teacher you didn't like, things of that nature. But one thing that I always notice is that for the most part, majority of the things that we went through when it come to whether or not we got a good education, it really came down to how we conducted ourselves in school for the most part. Okay. So I remember these things. So unfortunately, in this day and age, there's a lot of crazy stuff going on between either the students being something other than students. I can't really tell you what this whole new dynamic is in the schools. That and between the teachers, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with them and their whole need to try to tell, a whole class of like seventh graders their entire life and what medications they take outside of the classroom and who they're sleeping with. And it's just really crazy. And I'm just trying to figure out, why don't we just allow the students and our kids, our children, why don't we just let them learn? Why don't we just let them enjoy PE, lunch, and social studies? And you know, if they still throw paper balls in detention, I don't know. I've been out of school for 20 plus years now. Okay, I'm home of Y2K. When I graduated high school, we thought the world was going to end, literally. Okay, if anybody remembers that, as I was walking across the stage, and then when I gave my little 15-second speech, I thought at any moment shit was just going to go boom outside. Yeah, that's how serious we took that back in the day. So, with that being said, Soap, you can go ahead and give your piece on it. I'm going to go ahead and reset real quick, and let's go ahead and get this video going and see what we got for tonight. I digress. My mic is muted.
Definitely, man. Um, wow. Yeah, the education system is different nowadays. And we're gonna be talking about that a lot this weekend on the educational soapbox. All right, so check that out. Me and my sister, man, I am Nisi. You know what I mean? We're gonna be on here, and we're gonna be chopping it up. You know what I'm saying? So, man, this is a prelude to that. A lot of times we like to kind of give you a little appetizer, man. I mean, the different discussions. You know what I'm saying? And different things. You know what I mean? So, what I mean? And we build on topics at all times. You know what I mean? So, what I mean? We may cover something one day and we'll cover it another day. You know what I mean? And that's just how we do here. So, yeah, I think it's important, man. I think it's important for us to understand the education system, understand how our kids are being taught, how they're being treated. You know what I mean? What images and what messages are coming into them. You know what I mean? And and definitely to be aware and to be upfront and to just know that, okay, the kids are being told one thing or they're being, subjected to one thing, you know what I'm saying? And due to that, it's going to shape their reality, right? It's going to shape just how they view things, how they view the world. So I think if we understand that and we know that, it makes things a lot easier for all of us. You know what I mean? And it allows us to be more more focused on, trying to help them and definitely trying to make sure that they are at their best instead of, being at a kind of a disadvantage. You feel what I'm saying? But let me take a quick pause for the cause. You know what I'm saying? As always, he already shout out Sunflowers, so we see you Sunflowers in the building. As always, the link is pinned in the chats. You know what I'm saying? Across our platforms. Salute to also my man M3. M3, what's going on? Salute, salute. Salute to Lady Phoenix. I'm glad that she's in the building. What's up, Lady Phoenix? How you doing? Also salute. You know what I mean? To our sister. You know what I mean? Our family, man. Embrace the Grace. What's going on, Grace? So yeah, man, we about to really get into this, you know what I'm saying, to this topic. Wait for Smitty to reload and come back. I've been here. Um, yeah, man. So ah, as always, we are we are multitasking as usual to bring y'all, the best quality that we can. You know what I'm saying? At all times, you know what I mean? So and Lady Phoenix says, okay, whew, teachers are having mass exodus in Texas. Parents may want to be more involved, and involved. It won't hurt. Yeah, it won't. You know what I mean? It won't at all. Sunflower says it also depends on what state the student is getting educated. Look at what Governor Ron DeSantis is doing with banning books in school libraries in Florida. Very stupid. Okay. Okay. We getting political here. All right, all right, all right. Hey, don't make me start a political soapbox show because I will. I will start one.
Okay,
All right.
so very briefly, so you know, my whole thing more than anything is I really want us to try to take time and look at and peep as far as structure goes, right? What's talked about in schools, what our children are learning. But more than anything, what I want to know from what it is we're getting ready to observe is the school just not equipped to go ahead and handle and take care of our children as how maybe things were back once upon a time? Or are the parents failing the school system? Because last time I checked, it definitely is a system that has to work in tandem. The parents have to be involved with the PTA meetings, the whole nine. The parents have to be involved. When the school is calling to tell you about your child, the school can't really handle and or deal with the parent bucking back and or saying, no, my little James Sneaker is an angel. Little James Nika don't never bother nobody. Yeah, she's been into a couple fights, and yeah, maybe she's only like 13 and she's been arrested almost 4 times now, but that's not the point. All of her cases was thrown out, and our little James Nika don't bother nobody. So now where are the schools left with? The schools are left with having to make very, very tough decisions when it comes to dealing with our children. Because let's just be for real. While we're at working things for those 8 hours, guess who is our babysitters? Guess who we be hoping open them doors back up when it snows too long because we want to get their asses back up out this house? The school. So from what I remember, if the school called my parents, there really wasn't too much of any what are y'all doing to my baby? It was more so put his ass on the phone. What the hell we tell you? See, this is the shit. You got them disturbing me at work. You got them calling me at work. Okay, all right, okay. Take your ass back to class. I'll see you when I get home. Yeah, that's what that was. You remember trying to play like you was going to clean the house up or had your homework already done? You remember when you tried to act like you already took a bath and everything? You remember when you tried to like fake like you was asleep and then you get woken up out your sleep? Yeah, see, our folks weren't playing back then. And I believe it was a lot more that was a structure that came to play when we're talking about the educational system. But with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Go ahead, rock out. So
Definitely, definitely. I think the way that parents parent was different. I think the way that parents parent now is a lot different. But I also think the uh, the amount of pressure that parents face now is different too, man. You know, and I think because of the way the economics are different than what it was when we were kids, right? I think that also plays a factor because now, you know, if you are, even if you're in a two parent home, age, the way the cost of things, the cost of living is phenomenal. It's not it's a real struggle. You know what I mean? For some, not for all, but for some. Um, Let me see. Did anybody else share anything? Nope, nobody shared anything yet. Definitely make sure y'all show love. You know what I mean? At night, by telling you about, knowledge and relationships and all that. Make sure y'all show love. And then let me put on my banner so you guys can know, who to subscribe to. You know what I mean? Definitely subscribe and show love to all the content creators that are in the chat. Okay? Anybody that's in the chat, definitely show them love. You know what I mean? Definitely like and subscribe to them. You know what I mean? And definitely make sure that you are, you supporting and you following them, man. You know what I mean? Please, show everybody love and support. We all need each other. We all need each other's love and support, man. You know what I mean? And whatever we can do to help each other, man, let's do it. Okay? Um, Let me just put my banner up. Okay, got another comment up in here. I'm about to click on it right now. Okay, oh nobody left a comment. People are watching. Okay, cool. So yeah, so I think it's yes, it's twofold. It's the parents, but also it is the finances and the way things are right now. Salute to our sister Mo Love. She said hello to Smitty. Salute, salute, salute. Salute to our sister Sherelle. Hey, what's going on, Sherelle? Man, I ain't see you in a minute. What's going on?
All
What's
right
up,
now,
girl?
we got folks in the building. Salute, salute to
Yeah.
everybody stopping through. Let's go ahead and get into this rock out. So do what you're doing.
Yeah, Smitty, you just gotta send me the video, bro. Once you send me the video, I'm on. Um, and I'll play it. So, I'm just waiting for that real quick. Lady Phoenix says, taking home EC, shop and driver's ed out of school made a big deal negatively. Now Hot Pockets got the number one spot microwave, and poor young men don't even know how to check oil. Mm, okay. I think, yeah, I think those things are definitely essential. You know what I mean, in raising a child in certain retrospects, right? Um, you know what I mean, because sometimes the parents don't have no time but to, what I mean, give them a hot pocket or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
So let's go
Yeah.
with the let's go with the physical one last, and let's go with the walkout first. Okay.
Okay, you sent it to me already?
Yes, in your DM, both of them.
It is? Okay, hold on. Let me check.
And while he's going ahead and taking care of that briefly, so just for the people just now coming in, what we're going to be going ahead and we're going to take some time. We're going to look at what happens in our schools nowadays. I'm pretty sure majority of us are parents. I'm pretty sure majority of us have a child, if not multiple, in still grade school, not college. We're talking about K through 12. And I just remember back once upon a time, they really did make sure that there was a connection. There was a real communication process that went between the school and our parents. There wasn't too much the school calling and telling you about your child, and then the parents being like, well, nah, y'all need to treat, my little James Nika better. No, I remember specifically, I remember I could hear it through the phone and they weren't even on speaker. I just hear it through the handle piece. Put his ass on the phone. I could hear it. And I remember actually no. And they're like, no, here. Matter of fact, hold on. We got you, Mrs. Smitty. Boom. And they'll go ahead, hit that speaker, then they'll put that phone back down on that hook. And all I hear is my mother in a very, very calm, but very, very, very dangerous tone. What the hell we tell your ass? What do we tell you? So you like disturbing me at work? Yeah, okay. And I can't even front. I remember those moments being some of the most terrifying moments because I had to deal with her and my father. I had to deal with both their asses. And I remember these things. I remember like you couldn't get away with that shit. You know, like I said before, wasn't no cleaning the house, wasn't no faking like you was asleep. No, 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 no. Wasn't making sure you already got in the bath and you already got your clothes laid out the next day and you think you gonna do your homework and she ain't gotta help you. You gonna get checked when she walk in that door. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. You try to run up. Hey ma, how you doing? Get your ass in that room. Assume the position. You know what it is. That's right. And those were very
Man,
terrifying days. But from what I see now, it's very mixed. It's very, very mixed. It's not too much of it as much anymore. With this whole thing of shit, most parents don't want to be held accountable for the bullshit that they post and do on social media. So, what makes you think that they would actually check their children? You can't tell mom or pop shit. What makes you think you could tell Junior or Junior at any goddamn thing? But with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, so.
okay, I'm gonna get to the comments. You said I'm doing a walkout last, right?
Say
You said
that
I'm doing
again?
last. I'm doing the one with the teacher walkout. That's the last video, right?
Man, what? Yeah. Oh, okay. All right. Bet.
That's the last one. Okay. Um.
No, no, no. The teacher walking out is first, the altercation is second.
Okay. Okay. Oh, here we go. There goes Sister Grace. Hey, Grace.
Hi,
What's going on? What's up, sis?
Okay, now
not
we got
much.
okay. What's going on, twin? Glad you
What's
showed
up,
up. Big bro.
twin? I'm here.
So, Grace, before I get to you real quick, and I get to the video, let me get to these comments real quick. So, Lady Phoenix says, okay, so I checked that one. Salute to Granny Wowzers. Salute. She said, I'm watching on my TV, but doing work, so can't stay in the chat. Okay. Also, salute to Lola. You know what I mean? I'm glad that she's in the check-in. Hopefully, you landed home safely, family. You know what I mean? From your trip. You know what I mean? Much love to you as well. And then Mo Love is agreeing with, Smitty's stance. She says, so true. You know what I mean? And, Grace saying, good evening to everyone. And then Mo Love is saying, ooh wee, the teacher calling was the worst. Oh, yeah. And then Lady Phoenix says, I volunteer a lot, but it was because I work first and third shift rotation. I want to be around my kids without falling asleep. Yes, that is essential. You know what I mean? Everybody giving their shout outs. Smitty said, JR eat what? Salute to the best moderator in the world. Tika, what's going on, sis? Good to see you. She's giving a shout out to Granny Wowzers. Lady Phoenix is giving that shout out. So, Grace, what do you think about the topic at hand? That we're sharing at the moment. That Smitty's presenting.
Hey, now,
I th-
so I think Phoenix talked about when I said little Junior at. You remember Cuz from last week when he said I wanted to name my daughter Nicole Junior? Yeah, that big wild geeking ass shit. But anyway, rock out.
it's a good topic. It's a necessary topic because I think us parents realize just how much we rely on the educational system during COVID, and how much we weren't involved in our children's lives when COVID happened. So I think it was an eye opener, and times are different. I feared that call. I did it. My parents, all they had to do was look at me and I straightened up. These kids want to try to beat our asses nowadays. Did y'all hear me?
Yes, ma'am. We heard you.
Okay.
And I think
Just
that's a big thing. Like I think that like I said that difference in parenting based on age, based on a lot of different things, that definitely is essential. You know what I'm saying? And I think that the mind frame of kids, and also because the parents a lot of times are trying to work and trying to provide. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Provide for us. And provide for their kids. It could be a lot on them. But we got the best moderator in the world as well. We got our sister Tika up in the building. What's going on, Tika? Anything you want to share before I drop this video on us?
No, because I just came in because I'm late. But I mean, well, you guys are late, but I'm late too. So please proceed.
Hi, Miss Tika.
Hi, Grace. Hi, fellas.
Salute to my man Midlife Bro Logic. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, let me throw in this video, y'all. Fair
I
use
just
of
want to say real
toiletries.
quick, excuse me, Top Flight. We are fashionably late. There's a
Okay.
difference. There's a
Late,
difference.
faster, late, same thing.
Brawl breaking out in a California classroom involving a music teacher and a 14-year-old. So what started as a fight and why some students are standing with that teacher tonight. ABC's Will Carr picks up the story.
Come on, bro. Yeah, walk back.
Watch the tense moments just before a brawl breaks out between a teacher and pupil.
Bro, did you really say that, bro?
This 14-year-old repeatedly calling his African-American teacher a racial slur,
Bro, say it too, bro. We're right here, bro. Everybody watch what's up.
hurling a basketball at the teacher. According to students, the confrontation sparked by an alleged dress code violation.
You ain't telling me.
After asking the student to leave the class, the teacher, Marston Riley, eventually snaps,
I'm telling you, right?
pulling the student to the floor, pummeling it with repeated blows to the head. Riley arrested, the student sent to the hospital. The community of Maywood, California now split on who's to blame.
I think it was both of their faults, like the teacher and the student. I was scared for the kid and probably for the teacher too.
While some parents also voicing their concerns.
I know kids say stuff that they shouldn't, but he should be accountable.
Tom, tonight the teacher is facing a child abuse charge. The student has been released from the hospital, and here at the school, they're planning on having counselors on campus first thing in the morning. Stop.
Will, thank you.
Okay. Now, let me just make this very clear. That's why I don't deal with other people's kids, because I fuck them little niggas up. Not playing. Okay? All right? Point blank period. I got punched in my chest, goddammit. Okay? All right? I got backhanded my lip. Okay? I got popped upside my head. Okay? And I lived. I got over that shit. Okay? Now, what I want to know from you all, okay, so this is my question, right? Gracie, we're going to start with you. We're going to go to Top Flight next, and then, of course, we're going to go to Soap Blast. What I want to know is, we saw the brother throw the first punch. Now, for those who might have kind of missed that part or whatever, the young guy was basically, all right, so he's a teenager. This is high school, okay? Last time I checked, whenever our young bloods who share my skin tone and features be 16, 17 and commit a crime, they get charged as an adult. So I just wanted to throw that piece in. Was the brother wrong? Let's just start there. Was he wrong? Did the school system fail that student? Or did mom and dad fail that student as far as teaching that boy how to conduct themselves and what to say out your monkey ass mouth and what not to say? I digress. My mic is muted. Grace, we're going to you first.
Smitty, I'm going to say the mom and dad failed him because everything starts at the home training. That's why you say you ain't got no home training. Everything starts at the home, and then it starts to spread, at school, your friends, social media. And it's a shame that this teacher now is going to go to jail, lose his teaching, and risk his whole career. Yes, he let the emotions get the best of him, but this is not the first time he's gone through this. I think this is accumulation
Not if we say something. Not if enough of us rally up and be like, fuck that shit. We not going for it. That boy was wrong. Others have done it. We can do the same thing. But go ahead, rock out, Gracie.
So Grace, you think Grace is a reoccurring incident?
No, the fact that it's been built up, reoccurring incidents that he has to go through with his students day in and day out, and all those days he let it ride, and then finally he just busted like a volcano that day, and then the kid hit him first. So at what point is it self-defense at what point is child abuse? I mean, he shouldn't have kept punching him over and over and over again. And instead of students taking out their phones and recording, they're not getting help. That's another problem that we have in this society. We would rather take our phones out for social media than take our phones out to call security or 911. So I think this is a failure all across the board. The school system, the parents, the teachers able to hold his emotions. It's just a whole heap of trouble here. And it's really sad because back in the days, there were nuns and teachers that would slap your ass with a ruler and it was okay with the parents. So now what happens? The kid gets away with this and the teacher loses his career. This is why we can't keep teachers. This is why teachers don't want to teach anymore. And then they don't even get paid enough to put up with this bullshit. So with Smitty, I think it's a failure all across the board. I digress. My mic is muted.
I remember the ruler too that she just brought up. I can't. Gracie, you done took me back with that ruler.
Right? That shit hurt.
Tika's on you.
Top flight.
Yes, I'm here. So I just want to say that the teacher was dead ass wrong. Okay. All right. And lucky to be alive. I just have to say that too, because I heard that first hit. All right. That joke was crazy.
Are you serious?
Listen, hey, mute your mic. I'm talking.
Rock out. Free country. Okay.
So that hit I heard. All right. And as a grown ass man, you shouldn't be putting your hands on a little ass kid. You don't get points for that. That's just like beating up someone that's scared of you. We all know that bullies don't get points for beating up people. That's why I stay out of fights. Anyway, so
hold on. He's the bully for being bullied?
I was just making a point.
Okay, all right.
You don't get points for beating up people that are smaller than you and vulnerable. You don't get points for that. So anyways, but I can say that I agree with Grace. I think that the system and the parents and everyone has failed the child. I mean, not for nothing, but we do know that children go through things at home. I was one of those kids. I fought. Like, I was in school fighting. I grew up in a broken home, right? And after that, I kind of just, and me and my siblings, we just got a little bit crazy. So, I mean, luckily I changed my ways because I wanted to. But this does happen. Like, kids go through things at home, so he really should have been getting the help that he needed. Not only just afterwards. So, and I also do agree, like, listen, we need to be setting up like some emergency systems and protocols in these classrooms. If a child is getting out of line, we should be able to hit a button like we do at banks when they're getting robbed. All right. I never robbed a bank, but I do know about the I be digging myself in a hole. Anyway, so we need to be setting up.
You mentioning these criminal activities, you're fighting and all that. What's going on with you?
All right,
no.
Hold on.
I watch a lot of movies.
A lot of parents that don't want nobody messing with their kid. You can't mess with their little precious baby. They're not trying to hear that.
What I'm saying, though, is that there needs to be some type of security system and protocols put in place to de-escalate situations like this.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this briefly, and I want you to keep rocking out because I like what you're saying. I love different perspectives. You're the teacher. You were him. Let's just say it was a female student, okay? All right? Same everything. Female student, hit you in the cootie-tang with a volleyball, just like how he did. He hit him in the nuts with a basketball. So he did, So my point is, you being that teacher, that student doing that, racial slurs are also being thrown at you. Yes, Miss Pro Black. Yes. So what does Top Flight do in that situation when you're going through that the way you're going through it?
You see, me, I'm not putting my hands on a kid. That's not going to happen. Absolutely not. That's not even an option for me. What I'm gonna have
even
is
if that child's putting his hands on you and they're older.
I'm not putting my hands on a kid. I'm not doing that.
Okay.
I can restrain a kid, but I'm not going to be fighting a kid. It's not going to happen.
You got to put your hands on them to restrain them.
But what I would do is I would have me a couple of little G's in that classroom, That's how.
But Tika, he lost his kid and child privileges. You want to act like an adult? You want to come into a boxing ring like a grown ass man you need to be handled like a grown ass man. The child needs to know his place. It's just like when a woman.
Listen,
Go
not
ahead.
for nothing, Grace, but he could have killed him.
Then he shouldn't. He should have stayed in his lane. It's just like when a woman tries to fight a man. That's it. You're no longer a woman when you put your hands on a man, because all bets are off. People need to think.
Nah, I don't know about
No,
that,
Hold on,
Grace.
hold
I
on.
don't
That
know.
little boy couldn't
Nah,
delete that teacher. That little boy don't have the capabilities of deleting that teacher.
I don't
That's a
think
one-way
physically.
thing.
I don't think physically he has the power to delete that teacher. I mean, come on.
There aren't stories of teenagers offing a whole parents and family, siblings, and everything. Really?
With their
That
bare
boy's
hands?
age? Really?
Hold on. With their bare hands? Don't
I think you
disappear.
need to start looking at some court cases. But rock out.
Not with their bare hands, Smitty. No. But what I'm saying though, Grace, is I do agree with you. I do think that, first off, he shouldn't have put his hands on the teacher. But we're not going to act like their strength is equivalent. We can't do that. I think if he would have knocked him out and he would have died, we would have been having a whole different discussion. And I think that we have to look at that. As a grown-ass man, you shouldn't be you're trying to knock this little boy out. I've seen guys get knocked out. It's not pretty. I've seen him hit the concrete, bleed out, leak out, everything. It's a crazy thing.
Let me ask you this.
What should he have done?
That's what I said.
Let's say he hit him with the ball. Let's just say the teacher, as he was backing up, he hits him with the ball. He didn't hit him that hard, but he hits him with the ball, how he kind of pushed past it to him. The teacher trips. The teacher hits his head, goes into a coma. Then his family says, we got to pull the plug. The teacher passes away. Should that little boy be charged as an adult, just like you putting that same pressure on that teacher for being bullied?
I don't think that the consequences would have sufficed if he would have been charged with murder, when we know that it's clearly an incident.
Should the little boy be charged as an adult, considering what he did?
No.
Okay, respect to your decision.
Well, I got a
Just
question.
know this is why the teachers go through what they're going through.
No, I don't think that we should. I think that no. This is what I think. I think that we need to treat children as children and look at the bigger picture of what's going on with these kids and stop giving up on our kids so fast. Because there's clearly an issue deeper than what's on the surface, and we need to start looking at that better. Because if we start looking at it and evaluating what could be going on in this kid's life that's having him act out in so much rage and aggression, what if he don't have parents? I mean, I know he had parents because we heard it. But what if his parents aren't even existed? Like, what if they like out doing something or always at work or never acknowledging them or whatever the case? Like, he's practically raising himself. Like, what if that's the case? Like, what if he just needs some help, some guidance? Like, why are we giving up on our kids so much and being like, oh, yeah, you made a mistake. We're going to charge you as an adult and try to ruin your life for the rest of your life. That's not right to me.
But Tika, there's a lot of kids. When I grew up, they were called latchkey kids. And a lot of us were raised on our own. And a lot of us came home to an empty house. And when we were told not to open the door to anybody, we did what we was told. These young kids, this generation, it's a whole different breed. They come different, and it's like, and if we keep coddling them and babying them, I get it. I agree with you. We got to dig deep and find out what's going on with our kids nowadays. But at the same time, these kids are packing. These kids are pushing drugs. These kids are doing things that you and I wouldn't even think of doing, but they're doing it in high school. What do we do about those kids that are so lost? And they're like a cancer to the rest of the school. What do we do with those kids?
Well, we also got to look at.
Tika was getting it in school, like she said. She was.
Now, hold on. Let me ask this. Do we think that we have a better chance of figuring out what's going on with our children if the parents and the teachers are in sync as far as communication? Like when they're home, we can kind of give the teachers a little bit of insight on their characteristics. No, when she or he does this, it's usually because of what, blah, blah. This is when they do such and such, that means they're getting frustrated. Look out for this facial expression, or when they start doing X, Y, and Z. You don't think it would be just as beneficial for the teachers to be able to correlate and tell the parents what your child does and how they act when they're not around you? Because let's just be for real, it's a whole lot of things we do when we leave the house. whether it's how they dress
Absolutely.
and everything else. You put your kids in damn near a whole private school uniform, and by the time they get to the bus stop, they in a skimpy ass outfit. These things do take place.
Smitty, you bring up a good point. I think parent involvement has declined as well. I mean, we parents will line up to the club and to buy new Jordans, but they won't show up for PTA meetings. You're absolutely right. Because I was part of the PTA. I was at the book club. I was doing all of that, and there was barely any parents there. Barely. But they'll come to the basketball games. They'll come to all that other bullshit, and then you can't tell some parents something about little Johnny. Not my baby. My baby wouldn't do that. I saw it when I was coaching basketball. Parents would just drop them off and leave them with me and won't even come pick them up sometimes, or I'd have to wait there for an hour because I'm not leaving no child by themselves in the dark. I would wait. And after an hour, I would end up taking them home. So yeah, I think also the big problem is with these young parents, babies having babies, and they're not involved in their children's life enough. I
Does
get
that
it a
not
lot.
fall under the category of neglect?
Yes,
Leaving one's minor unattended, it's not your job. You're off the clock. Hours are done.
I mean, I
See,
hear
these
you,
are
but
all the
I'm not
things
going to
that
leave
I
a child.
recognize, and I believe you. I believe you. These are the things that I recognize and I notice that takes place. So it's not just the school system, it's also
It's
us as
parents.
the parents involved with them at school and our involvement outside of the classroom. But go ahead and rock out. Rock out.
I know that's all I really had to say because parent participation and involvement is at a low time low. They'll come to the stupid shit like a basketball game or whatever, but you don't come to college career day. You don't come to. I remember when Jordan used to play the freaking clarinet. He sucked, but I still went to his little play and videotape him and made the biggest deal out of it. You know why I do that? Because I remember when I was a kid. My dad did everything for me as a parent, but he was never there. When I looked up at the bleachers, he wasn't at a game because he was too busy working. I had the freshest Jordans. I had everything. And I remember more the feeling of him not being at my game than the Jordans and stuff. And I told myself I would never do that to my kid. I would take off. I would take PTO. I would do what I had to do to be there for him. And I told my job that once. My kid comes before all of y'all, and I only have one. So if you guys don't accept the fact that I can't come to work tomorrow, then oh well. Y'all not the only jobs in this world. And I think parents need to stand up more. They give more to their jobs and other BS to their children. And it's a generational thing. I
So hold
digress.
on,
My mic is
Gracie, what do
muted.
you say to the parent that would say to you, well, if it wasn't for me working all these hours, I wouldn't be able to pay for their basketball or soccer uniform. I wouldn't be able to have their back to school clothes. I wouldn't be able to make sure that all of these things that are needed for them to be able to have at least the best form of education possible without those hours. What do you say to that parent that's kind of forced to put those hours in to make sure that that child has the best possible outcome that they can provide?
Okay, so maybe instead of putting him in an elite travel team, which costs a lot of money, you put him in the rec, which is much cheaper. There are sources of income that parents can reach out. There are maybe you need to do better budgeting and budget your money better. I mean, there are solutions for parents.
Tracy, you know why a lot of parents put their kids more so in the school team as opposed to the local recreation center? I played for both. I played for my high school and the local rec.
Because you get more exposure.
Scouting.
Yeah.
At the high school games, you have a more likely chance that there will be scouts that will be for colleges. And you can possibly get you a scholarship and your people's don't have to pay for school. From college, you would have scouts that would be from the NBA. Thus, you will go ahead and be in the big leagues. But that's generally why parents do it, just to give you a little insight. Rock out.
And no, of course, I know. I know. I coach basketball, but what's more important, the embetterment and the mental health of a child, or trying to get him in the NBA? You see where our priorities at? Okay, you do all this and you get him in the NBA, but he's fucked up mentally. He has abandonment issues. You know what? You have. It's the lesser of the two evils. Well, not really. Your child should be first priority. And I get it, Smitty, but at some time we have to take our children accountable first.
Okay.
First, you know.
Okay. So this is my question to the whole
Hold on,
group.
let me
So
step
you
in
want to
real
get to the
quick.
comments?
Let me step in real quick. Let me give a salute to Grizz. What's going
Go ahead.
on?
Rock out. Rock out.
Salute to Evolution Era Media. But let me play this last video, Smitty. Then we can just rock out with all the questions. Let me knock out this last video.
Ahead, and then I'll get to the other load of questions I have. I have quite a few. Go
Yes,
ahead.
sir.
People are laughing. Yeah, I'm gonna go. I don't even care if I don't get paid today. I'm just a stupid old white lady. That's all.
Oh, God, ain't no way I can start this.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So on this one right here, I know the words were going by maybe a little fast. What it is this. That was a substitute teacher. Now I know all of us remember the days of the substitute teacher. Those were fun days. They didn't really know the curriculum. It was kind of easy. Usually on the substitute teacher days, you didn't get homework.
Hey,
You
we
got
was
any
wilding
homework?
out in the
No, we had
class, dog.
substitute. Real talk. But I'm not gonna lie. As unruly and/or as ADHD as we all could have been back in the day, I've never seen a substitute teacher walk out because they felt they were being bullied by the student. The substitute teacher was there for a few hours, and after a while just couldn't take the heckling, couldn't take it. And she went on ahead and left. Now, what I want to know is this. Again, is she wrong for walking out on her job that she gets a salary for? Is she wrong? Or would you all have done the same thing if you're dealing with a bunch of kids? Now, Top Flight said it right here. I would not put my hands on anybody's kids, right? Okay, cool. So, Gracie, we're going to go to you first and work our way around the board. Was the teacher wrong for leaving duty and leaving those kids unattended like that? Or would you have done the same thing? I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
I would have went to security. I wouldn't have left my job. I'm not going to leave my livelihood knowing I got a kid to feed at home. But I would have went and got somebody and say, look, I can't control these kids. I need somebody in the classroom with me, or I'm leaving. She could at least try to de-escalate the situation first before walking out, because she just walked out on her job. That's job abandonment. She looked like it was a little cuckoo. Maybe she had.
Gracie, have you ever dealt with a room full of teenagers of today, and it's just you, and you have to keep a room full of, let's say, the ages of between 13 and 16, or like 13 and 15? You got to keep them under control. Have you ever had to do that?
went and got somebody to the situation because I'm not gonna let it.
So you wouldn't have left.
Losing control. I left my job. I would have left the classroom and went to the principal's office and got somebody
I'd
of
have
the
took my ass around the
administration.
corner, got a bucket of chicken. Fuck them. Now, all right, cool.
Fuck
No
them
problem.
kids.
No problem. No problem. Miss Top Flight, what would you have done in that circumstance? Huh?
She said, "Fuck them kids." So I would have, listen, I am a master now, right? I grew up in chaos. Listen, I had a little bit of a hard life, so this sounds bad. But I grew up in chaos, all right? I grew up in a very loud environment. Nothing does anything to me. I'm about to give me a good book, right? And I'm gonna let them do what they want to do. They want to be sitting there spitting on how do you say, like, those little type of paper ball, little spit balls at the window. Do whatever you want to do. Because listen, I'm about to give me a good book. Nobody leaves, nobody leaves. But I'm about to give me a good book, and I'm gonna tune them kids out until that bell ring. Period. I used to be in the class with these crazy kids. I was always mature for my age, and I used to be telling them they acting like some doodle heads. Like, and then they kind of we kind of calmed down because they knew they couldn't holler at the kind of girl that's like, yo, you're acting like doodle heads. So then they kind of calmed down a little bit. I'm serious. It really worked. I didn't holler at them anyways, but, sometimes you got to use different tactics. But no, I'm not going to walk out. I'm going to get me a good book, and I'm going to sit there and look at them like they don't have any sense, like they don't.
And put my headphones on, right?
Mm-hmm.
So what you got? Is he there? So,
I'm here. Hold on.
No, all right, make it sure.
What kind of streets of rage being on me? Yo, these stories you're telling, I don't know what was going on in your neighborhood, but oh my gosh, you making it sound like it's a war zone out there. I'm
Not
scared.
just neighborhood, a hood. Grew up in a hood,
Let it be known.
Yeah, I got real up in there, So yeah, it was wild.
Come pray for us, man. Come pray for teachers too, for real.
Oh my gosh, it was wild. It was wild.
It sound like it still be going down somewhere. Because you say you got some thugs and all that you're gonna bring with you to the classrooms and all that. You're the teacher. I don't know what's going on right now.
What I said was, hold on, no, let me clarify because I don't want people to think I'm just out here beating up kids. No. What I said was, as a teacher, I would have gotten real smooth with the other kids so they could beat that kid up. That's what I said. Now, it's probably just playing. I don't know. Check with me later.
Okay. So this is where I am with it, right? Okay. All right. So you guys know I'm a very, very gentle, kind, respectful, I do have my softer side to me. So what I propose is this. I propose we have security with bamboo sticks, right? And what we do is literally they can just whoop the shit out of them. Now, I know people don't agree with that. That's okay. But since we don't agree with Smitty's method of, I agree with a group of samurai Asians who just two-handedly beat the shit out of the kids. If we don't agree with that, how do we suggest that the teachers have the authority and ability to keep our children in line so we don't have to call or come home from work early and go ahead and take care of it ourselves? Obviously, detention is not working. The clapping the races is not working. It's not working. Now, I would say something I do believe still has a large effect is your grade point average affecting whether or not you can join the team and things of that nature. I do, because I remember that, you had to have a 2.5. You had to have a 2.50 if you wanted to go ahead and play. I remember them days. So what do we do to keep the kids in line while us as the parents are at work without beating the shit out the kids? What do we do? Because in other countries, that's what they do.
We should make it mandatory that they come get their kids.
What?
Yeah. Yes, that's what I said. I said we should make it
Elaborate.
mandatory.
Tell me more.
If your kid is acting up in school like a little kid, little baby boy, baby girl, you're gonna come get your kid. All right, you're gonna come get your kid and have it have some sense when it comes back the next time, and then we're gonna see where that gets us. Because if mom and dad gotta come home from work, then they're gonna care more about that. Come get your kid. You're gonna be in here, and then we're gonna let them go anywhere in the world if you don't come get them in like about 15, 25 minutes.
Do you really think that's going to work?
Yep. So just hitting them in the pockets, and that always works.
Okay. Gracie, what do we do besides beat the shit out of the kids? Gracie. Okay, so what do we do besides beat the shit out of the kids? You let me know. That's all I want to know right now. If we can't beat the shit out of them, what do we do?
I mean, listen. You have to find a way to communicate with the children in an effective way. We can't be going around just beating kids that ain't our own. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is never gonna fly.
They terrorizing the school. I'ma terrorize their ass. What's wrong with that?
No, but
I bet you'll have less badass kids.
Yeah, but there's a method to it though. Like y'all can't be like they can't be having like a group of samurai or a bunch of little kid thugs running with y'all like Chico want to have. You know what I mean? Yo, y'all gotta relax. Okay. Now maybe y'all been watching a lot of TV or something like that, or a lot of movies or something like that. But in reality, nah, man. A lot of times these kids they just need love and acceptance, man. To be honest, they need love, acceptance, and they need guidance. You know what I mean? They need structure. So you gotta create structure as well. You know what I mean? But in doing that, you know what I mean? Like, you gotta understand also that it's gonna take time. You know what I'm saying? So, when you meet the kid, they may be at one level, you know what I'm saying? And then, all of a sudden, boom. You know what I mean? Like, if you progress with them and you meet them where they're at, and you gotta also address like what they're feeling. So the things that they're feeling, the things they're going through, their experience, you gotta address that. You know what I mean? Because if not, you're gonna lose them. And the worst thing is that you lose them to the streets, or something worse, to the prison system, or to the graveyard. You feel what I'm saying? So, like, that's really what you don't want to happen to the kids, man.
Get down.
They're impressionable.
Get down.
Okay. All right. Second to last question on this before we get ready in a bit to move on to the next topic. So, by the way, while I'm asking this question, go to your DM. Pull up. Remember the shorty with her kid in the kitchen. You remember? So
it's in my DM. I'm looking for it. Hold on.
Okay, making sure. I bet. So look, while he does that, ladies and gentlemen. All right. So last two. This is what I want to know when it comes to like the schooling thing. So I've heard a lot of people who have actually been saying they homeschool their children. Now, I'm kind of torn between that because I do believe, at least from my experiences growing up in the public school system, as much as there was some setbacks in it, and there was some things I remember that was pretty effed up, I can say I really, really learned how to sharpen my social skills because I was around other kids, I was around other type of adults and different type of energies and everything else. So, that was part of my growing process. But a lot of people feel as if like homeschool is better. So let me start off. Okay, we're going to go to top flight first. We're going to work our way around the board. Is homeschool the new move now as far as giving your kids the education that they need? And do you believe that you can homeschool your kids and they still grow up with adequate social skills in life? Top flight, you got the floor. I digress. My mic is muted.
Man, you got to resend the video. You got to resend it.
All right, I'm about to do that.
Yes, sir.
I think that like homeschooling could be effective. I don't know if it's the answer because, and I'm gonna say that because I think it'll be effective, especially with these like school shootings. A lot of people are like scared to put their kids in school. I mean, there has been a lot of things happening in the school system, and there has been a lot of people, little kids getting killed in the schools. Can't ignore that. I I mean, so it seems to be a safer option, but I do think that it'll be a lot of effort to homeschool your kid. First off, I mean, have y'all seen those curriculums lately? You know, that second grade math, fourth grade, whatever they're doing, that stuff ain't no joke. I've seen it. It looks crazy. So, I mean, I think that it's going to take a lot of educating ourselves via YouTube. And then, it's going to take a lot of effort, like leaving work, having a at-home job or something. But I think if you're willing to put in all that work to homeschool your kid and you're serious about it, I think it could be a good option. But then you're going to have to go out and do more social stuff with your kid or send them to social settings and stuff too, so they can get that social aspect. But I do think it's possible. It's going to take a lot more effort. But yeah, it's doable. Safer for sure.
Okay, beautiful. That's what's resent to you, buddy. So you can go ahead and pull that up. Gracie, what you got for us on that?
As far as homeschooling, I'm still on the fence about that because I'm with you, Smitty. It teaches kids to get up in the morning, get a routine, what it's like to get ready for school, how to, it's like getting them ready for real life. And just like you said, all these single moms, they ain't got time to be homeschooling. They got to go to work. They got bills to pay. Who got time for that? And you're right. School teaches you social skills, how different experiences, being exposed to different things. So you locked up in the house all day. Then you locked up in the house on the weekends because you're not going to go play ball. You're not on a school team. You're not on a school club. How are you going to become a well-rounded person, especially if you're an only child? How I look trying to teach Jordan algebra, or I can't even do factoring and polynomials and the y slope and x slope. I think that kids need to go to school. We need to change the school system, not the system that we've been having all this time, going to school, getting up, eating breakfast, waiting at the bus stop while it's 14 degrees. It teaches them about real life. Whereas homeschooling, I feel they're being sheltered, no social skills, and they're not really learning what the real world is about, and they're not being competitive. Because remember when you used to sit in the classroom and Smitty, they gave you your test score, they gave me what you got? Oh, I got this. Well, I'm not for it just yet. I mean, if you could show me where it was very successful and it could happen, because I've seen it. Like Tika said, these curriculums for these homeschool, they're hard and they're more demanding than the regular school system curriculum. But what about their social skills? What about interaction? So I'm with the regular school system. We got to fix the school system, not start something new and then half-ass that. Why can't we just master one thing and keep it moving? I digress. My mic is muted.
I will say this though, right?
What you got? What you got? So
I will say this, and salute to ACOG Club Podcast. Salute family, salute. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to ACOG Club Podcast on all social media platforms, all right? You know what I mean? Also, Grizz in the building said there are some others who actually like and want to homeschool their kids. He said the school system is more geared towards making kids robots, sort to speak. I'll say this, it's pros and cons in both, right? So, but I'll say this, and Grace, I'm just gonna be quite honest. Some parents want their kids to be sheltered. I mean, I'm just being real about it. Some parents want that for their kids. They want them to grow up in a sheltered, safe, utopian environment. You know what I mean? And they kind of maybe live in a community that's like that as well. Because if you're homeschooling, that must mean you got some money. You know what I mean? Like, I don't see no people who ain't got no real finances being able to homeschool. Like you said, they got to work. So more than likely, you got some finances coming in that's allowing you to do that and have the time to homeschool, right? So and probably a good amount of finances, to be honest. So my thing is this, at the end of the day, right? At the end of the day, like some parents want that for their kids. They want them to be in a safe environment. I know somebody like that. Like she has her son homeschooled because she don't want him to learn certain things about the genders or whatever. They're very religious. He said the school system hasn't changed since the early 1900s. Okay. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and she wants him to kind of grow up, in a sheltered environment. You know what I mean? And really, he is in a sheltered environment. Like, he ain't around no hood or nothing like that. He live in a very sheltered area. You know what I mean? So he ain't gonna never experience what I experienced or somebody else experienced. He gonna drive right past that shit. You know what I mean? Especially the money that her and her husband have. He'll never experience what I experienced as a child. Never. Or as an adult or a teenager. He will always have a sheltered life. Like, his life is geared for that. He is financially set up for that forever. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So yeah, some kids have it like that. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And we know that we ran into them in stores, or if we go to a nice neighborhood, we had a restaurant. We see
We
the type
all
of
know
kids
we
like,
all grew up with some. You're right, so
no, you know what I'm saying though, right? Like, the people who are
I
just
do.
sheltered, they ain't never been through nothing, they ain't never seen nothing, they ain't never, had to step on no glass or nothing like that. Like, they ain't never been
Right.
in a poverty stricken area ever. They've only drove past it, or they've only been there to maybe help out, and then they're leaving and going back to their safe communities. And I know people that's like that. You know what I'm saying? So if they're growing up like that, then yeah, like, they don't really need to be like in a regular population. If they don't, the regular
Right.
population may actually like it may cause some harm to them because they ain't used to that shit. You know what I mean? They used to being around certain types of class of people. You know what I mean? It's true though. I mean, it's not everybody, but it is a true retrospect of that. But go ahead, Smitty, before I drop the video. My bad.
Nah, man, nah, for real. So nah, you was dropping some gems on that, bro. I appreciate that. That was an
No
awesome
doubt.
perspective. Nah, respect to that. So this is my last question on this whole perspective before we go ahead and move on to this next video. Because I really want y'all take on this next one. This next one is pretty damn well. This is wild. All right, so here we go. Last question on the teacher-student topic. What I've noticed when I look at a lot of these videos, and I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one that's peeped this, the biggest issue that teachers are having with the students nowadays is that damn cell phone. Now, me, 80s baby, like I said, graduated class of 2000. Wasn't no cell phones in school. Okay. We that out of anything that a teacher had issues with, maybe us asking to go to the bathroom too much, faking like we sick, the whole nine, being late for class. Cell phone was never the problem. That is very much so a big thing. Now, I get it. Catch 20, right? That catch 20 in that is there are a whole bunch of parents who, and my child does, my daughter's she's 16, she's in high school, and I made sure that she has a cell phone, right? Primarily because I recognize that all of us know it's a lot of crazy things happening in our kids' schools nowadays. Randomly, it's shootings and things. So parents want to make sure that their kids have a phone, hey, you okay, the whole nine. But what I notice is that education, the actual learning process, is being sacrificed due to that damn cell phone. So we want our kids to be safe. We want to make sure that they can contact us 24/7 anytime they need to, just in case, because that's my baby, that's my babies, right? But education's being sacrificed, and a lot of kids are not learning. They're not retaining the information simply because of them texting throughout the class, throughout the school, and everything else. So my question is, do we allow the kids to keep the phones? Now, what I proposed earlier was all the kids have to take the phone. You give them like a barcode number, and it's a room. It's like an office place where there's a bunch of safes, and you keep the phones there until the bell rings and folks is getting back on the bus. No phones during school. Okay, that was my proposal. You got to turn it in, and when you want to pick your phone up at the end of the day, you go into the office. People's back there at the office. It's like 3-4 of them, like cashiers and shit. And you just go, you give it to them, and they scan your barcode, and they go ahead and grab your phone up out of the thing, and you get your phone back. And you go and take your ass about your business. Now that's what I propose. So with that being said, I digress. My mic is muted. We're going to work our way around the board. Top flight, we're going with you, Gracie, then Soap. Rock out.
I like that idea. But I mean, then we will still be confiscating it, and then they still can't use their phone in the case of emergencies. But 'cause I really just thought about that. But Let me see. I do think that kids should have a phone. I think that we should just have kids be accountable. As long as it's not disrupting the class. I mean, if they wanted to be on their phones and fail, then I mean, sure. I mean, I think that we should let them. That's going to be the biggest lesson they have. I would note it, Sarah was on her phone the whole class. And then, that's something to bring the teacher conference. That's it. This is why she got an F. Now, if Sarah get an A, I mean, hey, I want to see what she's looking at. It might be the answers. All right. That's all I have. I don't really know. I'm drinking wine.
As far as for me, Smitty, I had an app on my phone, on my son's phone, all through 9th grade where he wasn't allowed to use the internet during school hours. I controlled that phone. He can only make emergency phone calls, and I can even list the people that he can call for emergency. That phone would turn off at 7:30 in the morning, and it will come back on at 3:30 in the afternoon. And he can only call 911 and 2 people on his phone, me and his dad, and that's it. That's it. You couldn't use the phone. You couldn't use the internet on the. But the thing is, he figured out how to break into that, and now I can't. He found out, and every time I try to load it, he knows how to disload it. But there are apps there where we can control these kids' phones. And how about the teachers collect all the phones once they come into the school, the classroom, and they get their phones back once they leave? We can implement that. My kid got caught on the phone one time, and it was a Friday afternoon, and the teacher called me. You know what I told him?
That's actually pretty damn smart too, Gracie.
Keep it over the weekend.
I like that.
Keep the phone over the weekend. He was like, what? I said, yeah, let him feel the burn that he won't have a phone for the weekend. And then when I went to go pick up the phone that Monday morning, he was like, oh, he just came and got his phone. I'm like, what do you mean? I thought you was going to give me the phone. He was like, well, the weekend was over and I gave him back his phone. But by the way, he had another phone. So he had one of his homeboys give him a loaner over the weekend while his phone was confiscated at the school. But I did get a compliment from the teacher. He was like, you are really rare, because most parents would have came up to the school and cursed me out for taking their phone. But you told me to keep the phone over the weekend. See, that's another thing. We uphold our children's bad behavior. A lot of parents uphold their children's bad behavior. I told that teacher, I'm busy. I ain't got time to pick up his phone. Put it in the school safe and I'll come get it Monday morning. And if more parents did that and stood 10 toes on the discipline, then maybe things would change. But again, Smitty, I think that's a good idea. We need to collect the phones at the door as they walk in, and then we need to go ahead and give it back when they leave the classroom. And that could solve that issue. What they need a phone for during school? Oh, I need it for the internet. You don't need shit. All you need is to pay attention and write your notes down and shut the fuck up. I digress. My mic is muted.
I like that, Gracie. It's only one thing, you
What?
know, because, so weird, man. Like, growing up in the late 80s, early 90s, I remember being like 10 years old, and I was far from my house, like my apartment or where we lived. Oh, yeah. We went all over the neighborhood. We went all across town, like 10, 11 years old. I remember coming home from school in like 4th grade, and I came home by myself. I had to make sure I called my mom at work and let her know I got in the house safe, because my peoples ain't trust the babysitter, things of that nature. So I get you on that. My whole thing is now it's a lot different. Okay. We're hearing on the news how there are caravans with like 60 some odd children that they stop just before they reach the border to be shipped up out of here. These are stories we don't hear about on the news like that because everything else is more important. My point is, in saying that, my child leaves out, or if I say taking the phone for the weekend, I ain't gonna lie. You might as well say she's grounded for the weekend. Your ass ain't gonna see. I got, just like you, I got a tracker on that phone and everything. Oh yeah, I know what street she on, the whole 9. So if I take the phone, I can't track her. I can't do that random pop-up call. So, she would essentially be stuck in the house and do around the property. I mean, you can play around the yard. I can look out the blinds. That's cool. Don't you cross that daggone threshold of the driveway. But I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out.
Now, we about to open up a military school, so y'all on some military type stuff, man. The military, man. Salute to the homie Dr. Nakumbe. Insight and perspective. Salute, salute. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to Dr. Nakumbe on all social media platforms. You know what I mean? Show him some love. All right. I'm eating as always, as y'all know. You know what I mean? I know Tika was drinking some wine, as she said. I'm glad she's getting a little drink on. You know?
It's great.
Oh, okay, that's good. He says, I don't know too many kids that have called during the school shooting, and their parents were able to just walk right in and help them. Oh, wow. Okay, that's interesting. Let me get to this video. I don't know where Smitty be finding all these videos at, but
nah, that's a good perspective like that. I like what he said.
That's dope. Let me go to the video. Fair use as always.
Hey, so. Real quick, my bad, y'all. All right, so real quick, we're just going to observe this. We're going to look. All I want to know is two things. Is the brother wrong for how he feels and what he's seeing or what he thinks he sees in this situation? Okay. And do you believe her and what she says as her response? All right. Is he wrong? Is he right? And do you believe her? I digress. My mic is muted. Rock out, so.
Hey, bro. This your son?
It is.
Bro, you told me this was your whole brother. Is like, is you crazy? You a liar.
Okay.
You was not to be trusted.
Calm down, lower your voice.
What you? Why you don't lower my voice? You been lying to me for 6 months. You told me, little buddy, was your brother? Is you crazy?
Okay, 6 months, not a lifetime.
Hey, man, you know what? I ain't with all this, bro. It's still 6 months. I've been here.
So
I've been here.
Come in here and record instead of coming here and talk to me like
I'm gonna put you on blast.
Like a real
like
man.
What you mean? You should have. That's something you should have told me out the gate. That's something I should have known in the beginning. What's the point of lying about your
I don't know.
Your whole son?
You don't know the story. I'm saying you could have came here and talked to me.
I've been around 6 months. You had a million chances to tell me.
Why you still yelling?
Man,
you want to talk?
Bro, that's man. I'm gonna record. I need to put you on blast. Everybody need to know what you be on.
And this is why they tell you because you're a goofy. Clearly, you can't just tell everybody your business. You don't know how I was raised. You don't know what happened in my life.
That's the point. I've been here. I've been here. I just came in this with whole keys, bro. Why would you? I got clothes in here. Is you crazy? Man, you can have it. You can have it. You can have it. How would I do something for a child? You told me that was your brother, though.
You act like you pay bills.
You told me that was your brother. That's bull crap. Man, that's bull crap. That's bull crap. Hey, y'all, check her out. Check her out, y'all. Like, check her out, y'all. Like, you a real, you ain't no good. You ain't no good, bro. That's why I won't do nothing for you. That's why I don't trust you. Like, you right. Hey, look, buddy. Hey, shorty, check it out.
For what? But I'm no good. You clearly
all right, whatever.
Clearly your feelings about me.
Hey, man, you know she been telling me all this time you was her brother.
Why is you gonna go with my son now?
Real,
that's a goofy. You're a goofy. You're a goofy. That's
people
why
need to
you
know.
tell you.
People need to know.
He's 16.
Don't, man, still, how would I know that?
16.
You told me that was your brother, though.
But
You a real live goofy for this, bro. You are not to be trusted. Man, I'm gonna keep it there, man. Don't touch me, bro. Don't do that. We ain't gonna do that. We is not gonna do that. Man, you know what? You're right. I just need to get up out of here because yo, you ain't right, bro. I've been there for 6 months. I don't care what it is, bro. Really? That's something you don't lie about. You are not to be trusted. You are not to be trusted. You thought I was gonna find out? You thought I wasn't gonna be found out?
Like a man, like who you go talking to? You ain't
got to talk. I ain't talk to nobody about it. It's just telling my life. I got a phone call about it. I got a phone call. What does that got to do with me? You should leave that back there. You knew. You leave that back there. But lying about a whole child, that's not cool. That's not cool. That's not cool. That's like me telling you you ain't got no kids. That's like me telling you ain't got no kids.
Woman, but this is cool.
Still.
You supposed to protect me.
Man, that's goofy, bro. That ain't protect. How? You've been lying. You've been lying this whole time. You bogus.
You want to put me on blast for the whole world?
You right. They should know. They should know. They should know, y'all. Check her out, y'all.
But she love me though.
She been lying for 6 months, y'all. She been telling me her son, her whole brother, 6 months. You right. It don't even matter. Bro. I'm just gonna get my stuff. I'm gonna get my stuff and go on about my business and go on about my business.
When your mama wasn't letting you come out,
I don't want to hear none of that. That has nothing to do with it. You still been lying about the whole child. That's you call your brother. You bogus.
Are you perfect?
You bogus.
I ain't see you with your kids in the last 6 months either.
Man, I ain't got nothing to do with it. But you know they my kids though. I ain't said they was my niece and nephew.
Okay, but don't act like
I ain't lying. Said they was my niece and nephew.
Where your kids?
Man, bro, this ain't even. Now you trying to see?
Where your kids?
You a narc, bro. You a narc, bro. Now you trying to flip it on me, bro. This whole, bro. I just had to find out through some other people. This your whole son. This your whole son.
And I love him with everything in me. And I take care of him.
You sure? You sure? So why lie?
It don't matter.
Why lie? Why lie? If I'm gonna be around, why lie about something like that? That's not cool, bro. You lie about anything. You lie about anything. Bro, you bogus. You overwrong, bro. You overwrong.
Come on now.
What does that got? What
you been loyal?
What they gotta do with anything?
Have you been loyal?
All right, okay, whatever,
Right.
whatever, bro.
Right.
Whatever, bro. You right, bro. But you sitting here lying. You just been lying all these months saying that was your brother. That's so down and dirty. That's so down and dirty. Ain't no telling what you been doing out in these streets. Ain't no telling. Ain't no telling what you lied about.
Are you done?
Man, you know what? I'm just gonna get my stuff.
Bye.
I'm just want everybody to know. Y'all watch out for her, yo. All she do is lie. She is not to be trusted. None of that.
Okay. Bye.
You right, bro. I don't even know why. I should have just been gone. I don't even know I messed around you that long. I am.
My baby daddy was never.
You right, man. You right, man. Well, I'm just gonna get my stuff and go on about my business, bro. I'm just gonna get my. It don't even matter, bro. It don't even matter. It don't even matter. Now you just got caught up. Now you wrong. Now you in the wrong. Now you want to try to flip it on me. You ain't no good, bro. You typical.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's just start from the basics. Am I the only one that can look at her and tell that's a whole damn lie in a pair of shoes? I don't know. Is it just me? Am I the only one to see that's a whole damn lie in a pair of shoes walking around? It's just a lie walking in shoes with legs, feet, and fingers and shit. Now, what I want to know is this, okay?
So let me give a quick shout out real quick to Big Rig.
All right, go ahead, rock out.
What up, Big Rig? Also salute to Nina. What's going on? Go ahead, Smitty, my bad.
So what I want to know is this. Ladies, we're going to go ahead and we're going to flip it for you, of course, okay? So it stays the same for us. Okay. You meet a guy, you all wound up, living together. And he tells you that his little sister has to move in And come to find out, after 6 or 8 months, his little sister is really his daughter. Is that grounds for termination, or do you work it out? Top Flight, we going to you first. Gracie, we going to you, then Soap last.
First off, all right, yeah, I don't deal with liars. Okay, you're gonna be lying. You're gonna be just by yourself because you're not dealing with me. I would have to question like why the lie? Because I do feel like petty lies, you know, that's ridiculous. So I would have to ask like, why did you like? And I mean, maybe, just maybe, he would come up with a good enough excuse. I don't know. I have no idea what that could be, but maybe he would, and I'd be like, oh, that's no. Because I am kind of girly, so I do forgive. So I don't know. We're gonna see. He'll have to have a really good excuse for lying, but I don't like liars. So
women always do that. They always do that.
Hold on. Am I hearing the classic and stereotypical? If the D is good enough, if his swag is on point, and if I like him enough, I might let him get another chance for that?
Absolutely not.
The man just lied about a whole child.
Okay.
So if he can give you a good enough reason, which possibly could wound up being another lie. Because we all know how liars do. They'll pile them on, right? Like bricks to a wall. But, okay, cool. So you would allow him to go ahead and give you a good enough reason. So if a dude has a good enough reason, you would possibly still give him a chance after finding out they got a whole grown-ass child and they told you they didn't have any kids and this was their sibling that was going to come stay with y'all for a bit. Come to find out, it's really because her mama wanted to go ahead and drop her off with her dad for a bit. Rock out.
Okay,
and Gracie, we're going to you next. Ruthless, I see you in the building.
Yes, because I know, like, listen, it is so hard to date nowadays. I'm going to say this. Like, I was out of the dating scene for years and years and years. And it is so wild, crazy, and ridiculous now. It's a whole nother world. So people are kind of reluctant to share their personal business, just thinking that they will be out of the league. Like, that's just kind of what it is. It is a weird world. So, I mean, weird shit happens. I don't know. Maybe. I said maybe. God damn it. All right. That's all I have.
All right, Chica's capping. Let me just say it real quick.
I'm not capping.
Because she's capping. Now listen.
Look.
You know,
I ain't never seen so many caps in my life. Okay, goddamn.
I mean,
Gracie, rock out.
Can I just give a cap rebuttal real quick? Now listen.
Full of shit.
Full of it. You know what I mean? But this is what they do. All right. Y'all know if you, like he said, if you like them, you know what I mean, or if the D is good enough, all things are forgiven. Right? That's why you got some men out here, no matter what they do, right? No matter if they're in and out of jail, we know some of them are celebrities, right? No matter what they do, these women ain't going nowhere. Okay? You're going nowhere. But you're front because you're watching, I guess, Beyonce, or you're watching Wait to Excel, the movie, or whatever you're watching, right? And you want to sit here in front for your homegirls and act like you're strong. But you're just like the rest of them, you're weak, all right? And all it takes is the right man to come along and the big body bends. You know what I'm saying? And you're gone. All right? You're finished. You know what I mean? None of you can fight off the good D and a big body bends. And I digress.
I would say that's not correct. I'm going to stand on that. I don't care about no curves and I don't care about no D. It's about the P. All right, everybody know that runs this world.
Yeah, all right.
Okay, Smitty. She dead ass wrong and she's fucking trifling.
Don't make me take your wrench, nigga. Rock out, Gracie.
That man deserves to know the truth, especially if he's paying bills there. He's been laying his head there for 6 months. Because a woman, if I was lied to, if I'm dating a man and he tells me all of a sudden that he has a grown-ass daughter, now she coming to live with us, No, if you're good enough to exchange bodily fluids with somebody, then you're good enough to tell that person that you have children. That's why I always made it a point to date men that have their own place, because you're not coming to my place. I have a kid. I'm not the type of woman that will bring men around my son. That's the first issue that I have with a lot of women, that they bring men every other week around their children. What do you say? What do you say when you see a nice young man? Are you my daddy? No, we got to stop that. He had every right to be upset, but he kept arguing with her like he was a female. Just say what you got to say, get your shit and get out. Stop going back and forth with her. That was irking me. I don't like when the man goes back and forth with a female when the female want to act wrong and strong. Just get your shit and go. Stop talking about it. But she was wrong. She was trifling. And if the man did that to me, I hear you when you say the big body and the good D. I hear you when I say that. When you say that, but that's a major lie. And
Gracie, quick question, Gracie.
Yes.
Is this a woman thing naturally, or was that unique to her in a certain group? When he said, "Look at her, y'all." So, is this a natural thing that when women are caught in lies, they turn around, dip low, and shake that ass and twerk? Is that a natural response?
No, that's a ghetto trifling response.
Okay.
Because
I had to ask a woman because I never want to go ahead and assume, because when you assume, you make an ass out of yourself. All right.
A real woman would have tried to apologize and be humble and be like, look, I really wasn't sure where we was going. I wasn't comfortable telling you. I apologize. I know I was wrong, but I feel now that it's time to tell you maybe the way I went about it was wrong. But when you're wrong, not only are you supposed to apologize, but you're supposed to make it better. And by the way, go check out the show, The Art of Apologizing. And maybe if people don't know how to apologize, go check it out, because that's another thing that we go wrong as women. We don't know how to apologize and be accountable for our bullshit. So at the end of the day, to land it, this woman was wrong. She was trifling, and he had every right to feel how he did. And that's a deal breaker for me. That's too big of a lie. Why are you hiding? If you lied about that, what else have you lied about?
I mean, but she didn't lie about, the baby dad still being involved or another nigga being in the picture. It's just, she did happen to have a grown ass kid.
No, now, what if she didn't give that man an option to decide if he wanted to be involved with her with a grown ass kid and a baby daddy? See, you didn't give him the option. You forced him into the situation, and then 6 months in, when you webbed him, now you want to tell him? No.
Well, you got to remember too, Gracie. You got to remember, he said he was going to get his stuff and go. He never said, I'm about to put you out of my place. So unfortunately, I don't have much ammo to protect this brother because of the decision that he made.
He moved in with a woman.
With her. So whatever she chose to do in her apartment is what she chose to do in her apartment. I want you to peep the wording in which what took place at the end. He never said, get your shit and get out. He said, I'm going to get my shit and leave, which means you shacking up with her. Yeah, buddy.
True.
You see the no that happens there, fellas? Rock out, Gracie. And we're going to go ahead and get to Ruthless. Ruthless, stay on fucking topic.
Where's the timer? No, I mean, just to land it, this is too big of a lie. You got to ask the right questions at the beginning. Anytime I'm dating, I tell them right away I have a 17-year-old son, and it's either you can accept it or reject it, because I am not hiding my son. I am not pretending that I have a son, because that is the next best thing next to me is my son. And if you can't accept it, then kick rocks. I digress. My mic is muted.
Can I say something?
Rock out, Ruth. Rock out.
Hold on. I'm gonna get to the comments and I'm gonna say something, right? I got.
All right, you go ahead and get the Ruthless when you get the Ruthless. So
yeah, I'm gonna get to Ruthless in 1 second. Right, he's coming up. I'm gonna troll a little bit too. So Sunflower says, what I learned from my research on homeschoolers, so some do it for political means. Some parents do it to them to stop them from learning certain info, while some homeschooling kids come out very, very smart, others are very ignorant. Salute to Stan. Good morning, Stan. Good morning. Good morning. Salute to Nina. You know what I mean? Definitely, support knowledge relationships and a quest to get to 4,000. You know what I mean? Salute to the home team. Let me say this, right? Y'all all, you always say what you won't do. Yeah, I notice with women too. Y'all say what you won't do, right? So Grace, you say you won't do it, right? But I bet you if the right man come along, right, and he don't want to be involved with no children, you know what I mean? And he's 6 foot something, you know what I mean?
Not when it comes to my son. I don't care how good that dick is. No, best.
Everybody has a price, all right?
No, not for my son.
Let me tell you like this. For Holly Berry and Janet Jackson, I will lie, okay? I will lie. Yes, I will. Wait, it's Holly Berry and Janet Jackson, goddammit. I'm lying, okay? I am lying. 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 I will be whatever they tell me to be. Wherever they tell me to be, I don't get to tell me to be on the pursuit, but I'll be on it. Goddamn it, I don't care. All right? You know what I mean? Okay, I'm trolling people. Please don't believe this. But I gotta have some fun right now. All right? Everybody got a price, all right?
Not for my son. No.
Everybody has a price.
I'm not sacrificing my son that I took 33 hours to push. Hell no.
We're gonna test you, Greg. I wish I could find one of these NFL players or something like that to come and talk to you.
Been there, done that. NBA, NFL, all of that. Been there, done that, best. No.
Okay. Yeah. What's Stan at? Stan, come on, man.
We don't care about that. Keep moving.
Yes, you do.
No, we don't.
It's too many of y'all having babies by them. So why y'all don't care? You do care.
We don't care. We don't care. God damn it.
Yes, it's an open panel. Yes, I'm gonna put the link in the chat again. All right, you all care. You all care. See,
no, best. Not all of us are like what you think we are. No, I only got one. I'm not sacrificing my one child for some dick. No, absolutely not.
More than that, though. It's the lifestyle, it's the ambiance. You know what I'm saying?
I grew up with money. Money doesn't impress me. You gotta come better, best.
You never seen nothing like this though before, Grace. I'm telling you. I've told my story about the gold watch. You ain't never seen it like this before. But listen, I gotta get to my man Ruthless Truth. I'm done trolling y'all.
Put the timer up.
What's up to the panel? How you guys doing today?
Hello.
Truth, I just want to say thank you. I didn't know how to thank you that night because I was streaming on my phone, but thank you for your support. I really appreciate you.
Thank you. You're welcome. I find this an interesting conversation, right? And this one I'm going down the middle with. I stay on you women, but this one I'm going down the middle with, men and women. We act like when we meet people and court them, we looking for what I understand. We looking for a holy woman, the holy, like we are looking for what righteous, purity in some sort of form. I want to say that
Ruthless Smitty just wants feminine and your Cuda box still intact, bro. I'll just settle for that at this point.
All right. Contain yourself. Don't be triggered, Smitty. Don't be triggered. But all I'm saying is, everybody, when you're dealing with people, whether it's a woman or a man or woman, nobody's perfect. So when you're going into these people that you like, or you trying to build with, or you trying to maybe, like the guy trying to get with her, hey, she told him a lie. Yeah. And then when he found out she was lying, right, the first thing he do is start judging. Oh, you can't trust her. Everybody lie. Everybody got secrets. We all got something wrong with us, right? Now, the question is, when you're entering with someone into a type of a relationship, you have to automatically expect they're not going to be perfect. So you got to be ready for anything, and you got to be ready to know how much do I really love this person, so that I can learn to forgive them. See, if we don't learn it, and this is where we all fell in these relationships, right? Because everybody's going in like we're like checking score. Who's gonna mess up more? You lied this day. You cheated this day. No, everybody's taking points and scores on everybody's faults. And then what happened? We just end up breaking up and going to The next person you're going to ain't going to be no better than the other person. This is a fucking revolving circle. So until we understand that as humans, that we're imperfect, and anybody you date, I don't care who you, a doctor or Shaniqua at the hood, somebody's going to have something that you don't like about them. Something that may be maybe a liar, they may be a hoe, it may be all kind of shit. But if you're willing to invest with somebody, you have to understand whoever you invest with, you have to be ready to deal with what comes with them, which is all those things that humans do wrong. So I hear you embrace the grace, put your judge suit on, talking about, oh, that's a big lie, that's a lie, but you're not perfect, right? I hear everybody judging this woman. It is what it is. The world is fucked up. People out here fucking each other up. It's just what it is. So if you find someone that you truly love, you got to be ready to die with them, no matter what their position is. They could be a liar. Well, you got to accept that, because if you're going out here trying to say, well, I'm trying to find somebody who never gonna lie, who's never gonna do nothing to me, who's never gonna make me mad, who's never gonna do this and do that, then you're being disingenuous. You're coming in with high expectations that only God can meet. And if you want to do that, you need to marry God. But as long as you listen with a man or woman, there's going to be something you find out that you might not be right. So I'm gonna land my plane in this, and this is go shout out to my people, man. After we be on these panels, we're trying to build and we're trying to learn how to deal with conflict resolution. And conflict resolution takes humility. It takes patience. It takes forgiveness. It takes understanding. This shit ain't easy. Relationships ain't, marriage ain't easy. There's always going to be something. You got to be built for this shit. If you ain't built for it, then get the fuck out the way. I digress.
Ooh, yo,
Okay. Thank you for that. Right, thank you, Ruthless.
Smitty, that was heat right there. I'm gonna have that clipped out. That was
okay. Now we got Dr. Dre. Did I say Dr. Dre? Is this Dr. Dre?
It might be.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say Chronic 2001. Let's rock out. But yeah, we got the brother Dr. Doc in the building. All right. I'm pretty sure you have been listening thus far, brother. Go ahead, rock out, take your time, and give your take on what you've heard thus far.
Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you for the opportunity to share in this space with you. I'll be honest, I have not done my due diligence to know all the people on the panel, so I apologize in advance. I was happy to catch Embrace the Grace and thought I would come and show support, but your show is actually quite engaging, so I was going to just thumbs up and leave, but I've stayed. It's a very good conversation. So before I act like I'm mightier or higher than thou, what I'm about to say is I wasn't born this way, so it's a long journey. But just a couple of things to consider. Everyone lies. You can ask a 1-year-old if they could speak, or a 2-year-old if they could speak. Is that a cookie in your hand? And they will have the cookie in their hand, crumbs on the lips, and look you square in the eye and tell you no. That is a lie. No matter how cute it is or white it is, it's a lie. So when I hear people say, I can't be with no one who lies, my only question is, have you ever lied? Because how can you do, but then say you won't be with? So I think that's a horrible judgment when we all lie, no matter whatever the reason is, the visa, you name it, it's a lie. That being said, if you think about this couple, and I don't know the full story, but just based on that video, assuming they had already been together, you already know what goes with the territory. The way she talks, the way she walks, she attracted him for some reason. They are attracted to each other and the lifestyle. I would believe his greater concern is if she's been cheating recently. He's a 16-year-old. He's angry, he's upset, he may have felt played or lied to, but I think his greater concern would be, do you have another? If this is your kid, unless they were together claiming that since they were virgins, then the big lies that you lied to me wouldn't tell me about this kid, and then I believe they will stay together and move on, because that's what they already know. I knew you could lie, I just never knew you would do it to me. Well, I knew you could tell a big lie, I just never thought you would do it to me. But I actually think they will stay together, and way many couples from my professional experience stay together. There's some bitterness, there's some mistrust, but for something like that, they stay together. So that's my 2 cents. Thank you.
Before we get on to Brother Stan, I believe Top Flight, that's for you, if I'm not mistaken. That's for you to respond to.
Hold on, what's for me to respond to?
You heard what the man said.
Basically, when you were talking about, someone who's lied, that's it. I can't deal with a liar. He was giving the example of basically,
That's not what I said. I said, depending on what he says about why he lied, I can possibly.
Oh, yeah, that's right. If the swag good enough. My bad. I forgot.
No, I didn't say nothing about no swag.
Okay, sorry.
Nico, why can't you just be?
But I think if you catch the replay, though, if you get a chance to catch the replay at some point, you'll hear the part when you were saying, I can't be with no liar. I can't get down with no liar.
Hey, what do you want? We just met.
That's why I said. That's why I apologize in advance, because I don't know you to come at you like that. So I do apologize in advance.
Top Flight, do you want to respond to the man's accusation or not? You don't have to start trying to put him on a guilt trip and shit. Do you want to respond to the man or not, or I'm gonna get to Stan? He said, have you ever lied? Have you ever done something? Ye who cast the first stone, in a sense.
So this is what I can say.
Okay.
Have I ever
Stan,
lied?
we're going to you next.
Wait, I'm not done. Have I ever lied? Yes. As a kid, as a child. But as an adult, I'm not lying about nothing. And I feel like if you're going to get into a relationship, it really shouldn't be any lying. We're adults.
You never lied as an adult?
No, I don't have to.
Oh, hell no, I'm out of here. I gotta go.
There's nothing that an adult should have to lie about. Okay? Nothing. I can't even think of nothing that I should have to lie about. I am bluntly honest. But I'm not going to lie about nothing. That's not what's going to happen. So as a kid, yeah, and I stole before. Okay, yep, I stole a chapstick from Walmart.
From Walmart, we know.
Yep,
from Walmart,
yep,
go ahead. They let you get a certain amount.
Yep. I did steal that chapstick from Walmart, but I never lied as an adult. I didn't have to lie as an adult. Okay, and that is something I can be honest about and say no.
What's your body count?
I'm not going to answer that.
Wow, I'm just joking.
I wouldn't.
Yeah, that was a little hefty there, Ruthless. That was a little hefty, brother.
That was ruthless.
Mm-hmm.
Can I just say something real quick?
Say something so absurd in the middle of the night.
I'm just joking, man. Relax.
Well, something similar to that. I wouldn't say that same question, but this is what I say to my clients and to my own people. Hey, if you have an addiction that you can't stop, and I'm not asking, I'm just saying this is what I tell people. For those who say they don't lie, if you have an addiction that you can't stop, then you've been lying to yourself that you're stronger in your mind and your abilities than you believe you can be, or that you are. So that is a form of lying to ourselves. So if you smoke cigarettes, smoke weed, eat food, addicted to love, whatever, even that could be a form of a lie to ourselves because we can't stop, even though we keep saying we will. Just something to think about.
Wait a minute, Doc. Did you say eat food? I think that's a necessity, not an addiction.
When
certain foods.
When you can't stop.
I'm sorry.
When you can't stop at 2 in the morning. When you can't stop at 2 in the morning because you're watching TV. When you weigh 400 pounds and you keep eating and eating and eating. That's a problem.
Doc, are you a psychologist or a psychologist? Psychiatrist or a psychologist?
Forensic psychotherapist.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah, I bring in the big guns, guys.
But again, it's not for
liar.
It's not for a capping or anything like that. It's just an awareness that I always like to bring.
I gotta mess with
well,
I gotta mess with
just an awareness.
I have to mess with it a little bit, just a little bit. I gotta troll just a little bit sometimes. I can't always be serious all the time, gosh. Stan, it's on you, bro. Go ahead.
All right. Hey, good evening, everybody. I'm just going to say, I'm going to be honest about this. I lie. I have no problem lying. I don't owe you the truth. You have to earn the truth.
Stan, what the hell else is new? Talk about the topic. Rock out.
That's the topic. I think you're going to lie. Just stay with it. Rock it till you die. You don't owe anybody the truth.
So hold on. Stan, let me ask you this. The person who goes around and purposely denies others the truth, do you believe that person deserves the truth in return?
Here's something. Is it truth you're looking for, or transparency, or are you trying to prevent something? Did it really hurt you before you knew it?
No. Stan. Okay, hold on. Here I come. Okay. So apparently, I have to go ahead and cam up. Stan,
Mm-hmm.
do you believe that the person who purposely goes around and they are deceitful to others, do you believe that that person deserves to have the truth given to them in return?
Yes.
Please do tell.
All right. Here's a reason somebody would lie, right? Either out of fear or they don't trust. Truth is not something I can just go around and decide. If I'm a truthful person, I'm just going to tell you the truth anyway, regardless if you lie or not. Do I owe you everything that goes on in my life? No. And that's what I'm saying. Like, sometimes you don't have to lie. You just like, I don't need to answer that.
So wait, Stan, you don't believe that in return that same energy shouldn't be reciprocated to you? You're not deserving, and or no one needs to explain, and you shouldn't. So how do you say you deserve the truth but no one else does? Make it make sense. Math the math up.
Okay, give me an example, and maybe you need to. Yeah, give me an example of this, and I can like go for it.
Wait, hold on.
Maybe the ladies can help me up on this one.
Can I help Stan out, please? Listen. Look,
Yeah.
man. Look, y'all need to stop.
Please help Stan out because I thought Ruthless be bombing.
Y'all don't tell your own parents everything, man. And yes, maybe I'm trolling a little bit. Maybe I'm telling the truth. But yeah, I gotta just keep it real. I gotta keep it G right now. Y'all don't tell your own parents everything, okay? So why do y'all keep thinking that this fairy tale that you want to come in, where you always, like Tika's talking about, where you always tell the truth, where you're always transparent and all that? That does not exist, okay?
No, it don't.
It doesn't exist. Stop
No.
living in the dream world, people, okay? Like Ruthless is saying, and like Stan is saying, people gonna come messed up. And listen, sometimes you don't need to know the truth. Sometimes somebody gotta do something to kind of protect you from certain things, all right? And they can't tell you, all right? Charge it to the motherfucking game, all right?
That's
Charge
just
it
an
to the
excuse for
game.
being a liar.
No, that's not
Am
the
I
game.
hearing
He's been honest.
justifications for people to be deceitful? Is that a justification for people to be deceitful?
Hold on. I'm glad I got the room. I'm glad I got the room on fire. This is what I want. Now listen. At the end of the day, right?
Fire.
Yeah. At the end of the day, right? You know what I'm saying? Listen. You know what I mean? And the stuff, and mostly this is mostly a women thing. Yes, I'm gonna put it on you women. Yes, we going there tonight. All right. Yes,
You
yes,
go there
twins.
every night.
Charge it to the game. Right? Charge it to the motherfucking game. We going there tonight. All right. You women want to know everything, right? But you tell the biggest lies. Yes,
That's
you do.
true. And
You tell
Tika,
the
you
biggest
Jamaican,
lies.
and you know it's true.
Right? You got me
Tika,
sitting
you
in
know
court
it's real.
thinking that this child is mine. The child is not mine. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? You be lying about different things, and then you say you be here, but you really be there. And them girl trips are something else too. You're not going on a girl trip to just have fun with your friends. You're going on a girl trip to keep around. We know what you're doing, okay?
And don't
We
forget
know
girls
it.
night
We know
out.
it. We know it. You know what I'm
Don't forget
saying?
girls
That is
night out.
not true. Oh
Yeah,
my
It's
it's
very
God.
true.
You
You
messing
listen
with
to
Tika,
them
the
you
hood
can't
biggest
dudes.
say
lies.
nothing.
The
Tika,
See, y'all
you
biggest
just mad
lies.
at us.
Jamaican.
Y'all just mad at us because y'all messing with them hood
No, because
boogers.
you know what?
Y'all
Can
messing
I
with them
say
Tika,
hood.
something?
you
He
can't
your
say
brother.
nothing.
He your lover.
Y'all
Tika,
messing with them
Can,
hood boogers, and y'all
Tika,
trying to
you
be mad
guys
at
are
us.
well known throughout the world. Even the Nigerians are scared of Jamaicans. Nigerians said Jamaican women is God's commerce for Nigerian men. You Jamaican women are just notorious. You guys always want the man and truth from everybody else, and y'all will tell the best lies, and you even convince yourself.
First off,
Hey,
sir, I want to tell you that I am a Jamaican American. All right,
oh, see,
I'm
there you go. A
American
lie.
first.
No, you're
First, I am
Jamaican
American,
always.
so that doesn't apply to
You
me.
are Jamaican always. Your accent is coming out. You're Jamaican always. You're
I don't
American
lie.
for documentation. You're Jamaican always. You
May
guys
I ask
are
you?
karma to Nigerian men across the board. You're
May,
Jamaican always.
go ahead,
may I ask
Doc.
who has to hold? May I ask who has to higher? Who's held to a higher standard, men or women?
Men.
Men.
Men will lie more.
Man,
Then men
No,
will
we
lie more.
don't. No,
Okay.
women cheat more, and they always lie,
Well,
and that's why
you
there's
move the
always.
goal.
No, it's
You
No,
move the
even
goalpost.
playing
hold on,
field,
hold on.
Stan.
I'm gonna say this. That's what they say, right? Mama's baby, daddy's maybe.
Well, I understand, but you moved the goalpost. We were talking about lying, then you said about cheating. If men are high, whoever's held to the higher standard will lie more because of the what they call inadequacy, feeling inadequate. So it's across the board, men and women, any human will lie, period. But whoever has the higher standard will lie more.
Could it be that because I tell the truth more, I still get away with the lie?
It could be. I mean, I have different reasons why people lie. So it could be because when I talk about a 2-year-old, that person they didn't live long enough to be this and be that and now tell a lie. So we lie whenever we feel default in duty or sin. So whenever we feel in default, we're going to lie. And then the older people lie because they are living the visionary world. So in other words, this is the world I want. So for them, it's their truth. They lie so hard, they actually believe it to be true. So a psychopathic liar, they really believe that to be their truth. So you couldn't even convince them that they were lying. You couldn't pay them to say that they were lying.
But a 2-year-old will probably lie because they don't want you to take it away from them.
Correct. Default in duty, so they're going to be consequences.
Can I say something real quick? I will have to agree with Ruthless.
Real quick. I'm going to let you talk. Brother, what you just was saying about them, you couldn't pay them to tell the truth. Does everything you just described, does that fall under the category of narcissistic or no? Is that something totally different?
It could fall into the form of under the category of narcissistic, and in fact, the psychopathic liar is their number one trait is narcissistic. However, I will say all of us have a form of narcissism. According to Dr. Adler, if you believe in it, way back, the Yahoos back then, the original definition of narcissism is you didn't feel loved enough as a child, so you are now trying to love yourself 100 more times than anyone else loves you. So it's not on purpose, but yes, everything's about me. Hey, how was your day today? Well, my day. Damn, I didn't even get to finish. Oh, my bad. Go ahead. The intent is to show you care and concern, show you honey and sugar to pull you in. Once I get you in, it's about me. So I'm really trying to receive love 1 billion% more than ever before, because at one point I felt there was a void. But a psychopathic person, that is their go-to narcissistic behavior.
So how do we get to the point of the main characteristics of narcissism is the one who can inflict the pain, but not inflict the pain, feel nothing. And then when it's inflicted upon them, they basically, they can't understand why they're not getting mercy, if you want to say. But when they're the ones doing it, there's just no recollection of what it is that they're causing at that moment.
Right. That's a good question. The problem is it has nothing to do with the person that they're with currently. So they're taking it out on the wrong person. If I can ask anyone who's willing to volunteer, nothing too deep, but if I can ask you 3 questions, I can kind of prove my point.
Go ahead and use the host. You can use me. Rock out.
All right. How old are you currently?
Okay. Right now, currently,
roughly, whatever number you want to get.
I'm 41 years old.
All right. Thank you. In the last 1 year, so since January, not January this year, since January last year to now, only 1 year, not the 2 years, 3 years, but 1 year. Can you name one time, and nothing deep and nothing you don't mind that's on the YouTube, can you name one time that you felt disappointed in life? Any part of your life, school, work, home, yourself, all within the last 1 year?
Yes. I've slightly spoken about it. I would say the disappointment in me as a father and recognizing that now that my baby is a teenager, I don't have as strong of an effect. And I feel disappointed because, regardless of the mistakes and bumps and hurdles, I've bust my ass to make sure to be that I'm super dad to the best of my ability. Nice.
Okay. So family, super dad, and the part that disappoint, even though it's a basic question, but what's so disappointing about that?
Basically, going from just a few years ago, 8 to I'll say about 13, 8 to about 13, couldn't keep her away from me. I mean,
change and transition,
everything. Yeah, and it's now it's I got better things to do than to call you when I get home from school. And that's anybody who knows me behind the scenes know that definitely was heartbreaking. So yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Okay. We'll put that story to the side. Thank you. I'll ask you the second question. If you would answer the same question, but between the ages of between the 3 and 8, 3 and 8, one time you can remember, whatever comes to mind, feeling disappointed in any part of your life. You, yourself, pets, school, any part of your life feeling disappointed. One story.
Well, my pet snake, I had a garden snake that I found in my my granddad's farm. I named him Jorge. That's Spanish for George. So I had a garden snake named Jorge, and I didn't know what to feed him exactly. I was feeding him stupid stuff like grits and corn, and he died. And I really loved Jorge. And when he passed away, I really had a different outlook on life. Then I got a goldfish. The goldfish passed away, and I didn't want to get a pet for a long time after that. It kind of traumatized me. That was my first real taste and experience of death, I guess you can say.
All right, thanks for answering. And here's how I want to put it all together. Oh, how old were you in that story? My bad. How old were you in that story?
I would say between 7 and 11. Between.
Okay, we'll go in the middle. We'll just say 9. So 9, and in that 9-year-old story, it happened to involve, and I don't want to force it, so I'm just throwing some words out there. It happened to involve a relationship or a connection between you and another animal, but it was a connection or a relationship. The fear of loss, again, at 9 years old, and then actually losing it. So because you may not have been the best provider, didn't feed it the best food, grits. I don't know why you feed no damn grits, but feeding grits and corn. All right. Now, I'm not a math wizard, but 41 minus 9 is something with a 2 in it. So 32 years later, the story that you told me happened to involve a relationship, you fearing that you may have not been the best provider, and loss of that relationship. Or you still have your daughter, but the loss, like it's not the same as it was years ago. 32-year gap. And the two biggest pains that you named, you could have told us any 2 stories in the entire world, but they're like bookends of your life. They're the bookends. So transitions, relationships, fear of loss, those are going to be kind of your trigger points. Now, how that relates to the original topic or the original question is, if you were to look, when you say a super dad, so let's say you get into a relationship and you want to be a super whatever, that has nothing to do with that person per se. They are the receiver of it. Hint, hint, the narcissistic has this person who's receiving their abuse, but the original was the snake, Jorge. Jorge. The original was the snake and the fish. Those were the originators, and since then the receivers are not the original people. So that's how I just wanted to make a point about narcissistic people. Yes, they wear you out like a sponge, and it's never really intentional, but that's their game. The people who are people pleasers and whatever else do are magnetically attracted to the narcissistic people. They feed off each other.
Hold on. Did you just break down to me very therapeutic how I'm a narcissist?
Say it again.
Is that what just happened?
You saw that, right?
Did he just break down to me therapeutic of how I'm a narcissist? I'm a narcissist?
No. I said I was showing you how my questioning of you, how that related. I wanted to show how your previous life is still your current life. And I said previously that the narcissistic person, they don't really mean to take it out on their current partner, their current lover, current husband, wife. It's a byproduct of what they had from childhood or somewhere way, way, way before that. And I just wanted to kind of show how that happens.
Okay. So the guy who was neglected by his parents, maybe because they had to work too much, now he's older and he's married, and his wife says, "You don't show me enough affection." You're saying that could be a byproduct of the fact that he wasn't shown that affection as a child to know how to give it.
1,000,000,000%. You can have 2, because some people say, I wasn't abused, I had a good family. You can have 2 wonderful parents. They're not drug addicts. They don't have mental health issues. They are wonderful. They floss their teeth and everything. But they both work. And one day the kid says, "Dad, would you stay home for just the day?" And Dad says, "Kindly, I can't, son. I'm so sorry. I have to work." The kid doubles down. "Mom, how about just 1 hour? Can you stay home 1 hour, please?" And she says, "I could, baby, but I have to work." And the 5-year-old says the most genius thing, "Why do you have to work so much?" And she says, "Baby, we have to feed you." And the kid says, "Mom, what if I just don't eat? I'd rather starve if we can just get 1 hour with you." And when that car takes off of that parking lot, what he internalized in his subconscious mind, not knowing, a 5-year-old doesn't know these words, and the mama didn't know, and the daddy didn't know. But what he internalized when dad said no was neglect and abandonment. When mom said no, he doubled down with abandonment and neglect. And then when he said he's willing to die and she drove off anyway, then he also got what's called betrayal. So the greatest betrayal from the nurturer, your number one nurturer just betrayed me, and not good enough. That I said I would die and you still left. That kid will grow on that pillar of believing they are not good enough, inadequacies, betrayal, and neglect and abandonment. Now I have
And
a
that's
wife
the
who tells me
person
she's
that
gonna.
you see that would doubt themselves and not give life their all and ever try to reach their full potential because they felt defeated in the first place before they tried.
Yes, but it shows up two ways. You're either going to see the person who's always, I don't know, because it stays with them. At 7 years old, you want to try for the soccer team? I might not get picked. 17 years old, you want to? I don't know if they're going to. 27 years old, 37, 40, 57, it stays with you until you finally find out what's going on. The other person, narcissistic, buries that. They have inadequacy. So in other words, they're not going to let anyone see that they're weak. My mama didn't stay with me, to hell with her. I'm going to prove to the world that I'm worth it. So I double down, and that shows up in my narcissistic behaviors.
Beautiful. I appreciate you. The floor is open. Go ahead, so.
I'm not telling Doc nothing about me, because if I tell him about me, he gonna write me up a script.
No. This for all of us.
I was gonna ask him, is he Mr. Cleo? You be on like 2 in the morning on the 1-900 phones and shit. All right, but go ahead, rock out.
In closing of that particular topic, I just want to say we all learn from each other. This, we have all had it in some form or fashion. And unfortunate, even though we think that we weren't this and we weren't that, it only takes a nanosecond for us to perceive fear, and it gets locked in the brain. To perceive fear, it only takes a nanosecond, and then I can hear it in a person's voice. And you got me fucked. All that is defense. For what? If you know people who talk, and I'm gonna make noise. I don't know who has a headset on, but when they talk, they hit their hands on the table. No, I swear to God. If you know people who talk like that, I bet $1 billion on my Bears tickets. There was a point in their life they didn't feel heard, and now the protector in them, so the man in them is going to protect that little boy and make sure that he's heard. And when someone says calm down, in their mind they are calm because they're taking off from where the kid left off. Y'all got me fucked up. Dang, dude. No, dang my ass. But that's really a byproduct of not feeling heard. Am I mean and angry? Absolutely not. I'm just going to make sure I'm heard. Period. I'll land there. Thank you.
Wait, before you add about that scenario about the woman on the other part that's asking for more time, what's her story? Because like somebody like that to me is a little too clingy. Like, why you always want to? Don't you have something else to do with your life?
I bet the same thing for her. There was an absent. It can be a father, so she's starving for the man. See, we look for unknowingly, but there's a quote out there, or not a saying, we look for our daddies, we look for our mamas. And we say, no. But the part about that that's true, the nurturing that I didn't receive from my mom, or the mom who says she has to go to work, or if I'm a daughter and my dad said he doesn't have time, or I see him with other women, like he has a girlfriend, but he doesn't have time for me. So if I see these things, then what happens when I get older, I'm searching for someone who's going to give me the nurturing that I deserved from mom and the protection or security from a man who would have been my dad. So that's one part. But there's another part of me. We all have it, not multiple personalities, but we all have what's called a victim and a witness and a protector side of us. The witness side of us says, all right, let's see how long she stays. Let's see how long before she plays you, flips you, or leaves you. So even though I worked real hard and begged her and did all this, and she shined and did all this and did really, really good to get the man she wanted, the other side of her brain is like, he's going to leave you anyway. So it's this doubt, and all of a sudden now we're sabotaging the relationship without even knowing we're sabotaging our opportunity. Why did you go through all that? Like, what was the purpose for the lie? I mean, I knew you weren't a virgin when I met you. Just say you're a freak. Well, I met you at the club. Why? So there's so much to protect because she wants to prove, because she believes that when she was a little girl, there must have been something not good enough about her, that her dad wasn't there. Not good enough about her, that her mom keeps saying, your daddy ain't shit, your daddy ain't shit. Or your daddy, I tried to be good to him and he left. The kid is thinking, damn, maybe I shouldn't have been born. Maybe I did something wrong. And she grows up that way. And now we all lie, but this particular one that we're talking about may engage in more lying, more this, more that, to protect the side of her that she believes is broken, so you don't leave.
Well,
But don't forget, keep on circling. Therefore, Ruthless, so therefore, people are not lying. They're protecting themselves.
It's a form of deceit. It's a form of deceit, which is a lie, a form of manipulation, but is intended to protect self and you.
To interject, right? I hear you. I hear what you're saying, but you know, she's just women are just as guilty as men, no matter what they lie for.
Well, again, remember, we're all guilty. So when you say guilty more or less than, we are all just different ways. I could be a kid. If I make you one more example. I could be a kid in the car, 6, 7 years old. We're driving, and I look across the road on the freeway. There's a car on fire across the freeway. And I'm thinking, holy what happened? I have a moment of fear, a nanosecond of fear that enters my subconscious mind. It could be 20 years later, when all of a sudden we're driving as adults, I'm in the passenger seat and I see you texting and I freak the hell out. I have no idea why I'm freaking out. It has nothing to do with you. I mean, it has to do with you texting and driving in my fear, but the true panic, the true vulnerability. So we all have that. That's why it doesn't matter who's greater, who's less. We all have a vulnerability that got triggered, and that's what we're responding to. How we respond to it?
Let me say this real quick, y'all. Hold on. Let me say this, right? Look, man, with a woman who's really attractive, if she's like an 8 or a 10, she's not sticking around with no dude who ain't got no money. All right? If he don't got no money or no resources, she's out of there. Okay?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Yes. If she's a
90%.
hot chick,
90%.
if she's a hot chick, and you ain't got no money or resources, she's out of there. She's not sticking with you.
Right. That's the point. She's not looking for a. So, the type of friends who this is not my quote, but whoever said we either have a true companion, we have someone who's only with us for when we have stuff, or we have a fighter. So our true companion is there when we have no more weed, they're still there, right? When we have no more status, they're still there.
So are we moving the conversation? What are you talking about?
Oh, my intent is not to. I just wanted to answer whatever that last part was about the women are doing.
No. We fine. This is flowing in a nice, beautiful little. This is nice and healthy. Ruthless, cut that shit out. Y'all keep on rocking out.
Smitty, I'm not trying to make. I just want to know if we moving the conversation so I can answer properly. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. We are shifting directions. Yes, we're making a right at the next upcoming light. Rock out, Ruthless.
So I'm going to say this, right? I hear what the doctor's saying, and those things are true, but at the end of the day, the problem with humans is a lot of us are walking paradoxes. We want to be better than other people, or we want to find good in people that, are too much good in people that really just doesn't happen, right? Somebody fucking up, something wrong with everybody some kind of way. I don't care if you're a narcissist. I don't care if you're a pathological liar. I don't care if you're, someone who just insecure about everything. We all got something wrong with us. When we're dealing with relationships and trust, right? It's all about the long term. It's all about building and sustaining. And a lot of us are becoming this new 2024. We're just quitters, right? We just quit. We start pointing fingers at each other. Oh, you're a liar. I can't be with a liar. But nobody wants to really say that, I just didn't want to really be with you, period. I really didn't love you. That's the real truth of it. It wasn't a lie. The lie didn't make you want to leave the person. You was already out anyway. Your heart wasn't in it. Your heart wasn't in it. If your heart
don't some people stay in relationships they don't want to be in based on finances, children, and living conditions?
In some cases, yes. In some cases, yes. This is true. But now in these modern women, the modern women are getting up out of it. They're not playing. They're not playing. They're not doing it. The men will stay. We'll stay.
So So I may add to that. So I'm not disputing it. I just want to add to. I agree with you. I would say if we didn't have the modern time, meaning women now, not today, but they hear more and more and more that they can leave. They would have been leaving at the same rate. It looks like that grand question: is there really more abuse happening in the world, or just more opportunity to report it? Women wanted to leave for decades, but now they've been told more and more and more that you can. So it looks like they are leaving.
Yes. Oh
But
my God, yes.
yes, but women have always been like, damn, this is
Oh
not
my
right, and I
God.
can't stay.
Oh.
So it looks like they're doing more, but they're not. And then the other piece is, if you are told 1 billion times that your car, remember I'm just name a few things. The Titanic, they said when that was built, it won't sink. So the shock and awe when it sank. Now I'm gonna relate all this. When we're told a certain thing and then the opposite happens, we don't believe anything. We don't know who to believe, no matter how good you are. So you want to play the game? You want to tell me that it's unsinkable, but we sink anyway? You put my life on the line. Are you kidding me? How that relates to the women that we're talking about, that I hear you talking about. If you are just that beautiful, absolutely beautiful, well, you didn't start that way. I know there's makeup and all that, but if you are truly, truly, truly beautiful, all the psychological things that come with it that men don't know. And this is the stuff like, damn, girl, you're a cutie, you're a cutie, you're a cutie, you're a cutie. Then how come my life is no better than? You ever hear about a billionaire who's billion one day and then self-delete the next? And like, what? They had everything. Yeah, we see the everything, the $1 billion, but we don't understand the psychological warfare that they can't manage, and then they delete themselves. The women who are super, 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 super dope, we don't hear the psychological warfare that they're dealing with, because if I'm so damn fine, why did my uncle, why did that teacher, why did that female babysitter, why did this, how come I got an F? See, the expectations don't match real life situations. So since I'm getting played, I'm gonna be a player too, because that's the only way I can seem to survive. So that's why it becomes, I don't give a damn about you because you don't really give a damn about me. Although I'm told you're so cute, you're so cute, you're so beautiful, I would never. And as soon as you get me, you do it anyway. So fuck you.
Okay, I'm gonna troll a little bit more. White School Podcast, don't be agreeing with this, all right? There's no excuse for you women who are attracted to be doing the things that y'all doing, all right?
Oh my God.
There's no there's no excuse, all right? Okay, I'm done trolling.
Can I finish my thought? Because I've been waiting patiently.
Hold on, Grace. Let me just land it. Let me land this real quick. I'm gonna land it real quick. In all seriousness, though, right? I think what Doc is saying is definitely on point and on par. We all have different and ruthless truth, right? We all are saying it. We all deal with stuff, man, and we can't just prejudge people on how they look, right? And then once Grace go, we're gonna get to my man Simon. You know what I mean? You know, salute to the king. You know what I'm saying? Listen, we all go through stuff. We all need help, and we all have different traumas or different stigmas that can plague us or bother us, right? So we have to stop prejudging people and thinking that people are just one way because of how they look or what they may have, or if they're good or if they're athletic or whatever else, right? We have to really, really dig deep and see what people are really going through. You know what I mean? And I think that'll really help out and help us to build better relationships and have a better community. Grace, go ahead. I'm done.
Okay, so I'm gonna agree with the doc. What he was doing was connecting the dots to Smitty's childhood experiences, and he connected the dots in the different age groups, which was brilliant. And with truth and with ruthless, yes, everybody lies. We've all lied. Bob Marley said a saying that says, the truth is everyone is going to hurt you. You just got to find the ones that are worth suffering for. So let's just plug in those words. The truth is everybody lies. You just got to find the ones that you're worth accepting the lies too. There are certain lies that certain people won't tolerate, and there are certain lies that people will tolerate. But I agree with Ruthless. Yes, everybody has lies. We all have to forgive, but there are certain things that people may not forgive and will forgive. And that's all I was trying to say. It's like nobody's perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody lies. The thing is what lies are you willing to put up with to be with that person? And Bess, I was just saying, I am not willing to sacrifice my son, no matter how rich a man is, no matter how tall, how good looking, or how good the D is. My son is my son, and my loyalty will be to my son till the last breath that I take, because he is a part of me. And I digress. My mic is muted.
I don't believe you. I don't believe you at all. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. I'm
That's
joking.
okay too.
joking. I'm joking, Grace. Grace, I know you love your son. I'm only messing with you. Please. I'm only joking. Please, please. I'm only joking. I gotta
I
have
only
fun with
I would only have
sometimes.
one. I would only have one challenge, and not for you to answer now, just something to take with. And not that you ask her. Let me ask permission first, because I don't want to just assume you want to hear it. Are you open to just one thought, different perception?
Absolutely.
My only perception is if you didn't have your son, would that change? Your son is your everything, which sounds like a control piece. Like he's your. So without him, there's a missing piece. So therefore, you won't tolerate anything that's going to mess that situation up, because that's your fragile piece. But if you take your son out of the equation, and then I would also say the timing of the lie. In the video that we saw, they had already been together and they've already been living the lie. I think I don't know who said it, but someone said on the show, that's a walking, living lie. So they've already been living the lie versus moving forward with the lie. Hey, can we start doing that? Hell no. And I got my son? Hell no. But now that we've already been living that for a period of time, I think there will be some room to negotiate and say, my bad, it's already happened. We've been doing this forever now. Not bait and switch, but we've been doing it for so long. Well, can we still go on? So that's my only thought. Thank you.
Okay. Respect.
Oh, I like that. Doc is cooking tonight. Hey, I'm gonna go to
Where's the
Simon.
timer for Simon? The timer.
I'm not putting my brother on the timer. Simon, what's going on, baby? What's good, man? Know what I mean?
How you doing? Yo, shout.
Simon, I'm messing with you.
I know you
Not
messing with
Grace
me.
trolling
but
right
you're
now.
messy. That's cool. That's not. I don't have a problem with that. I'm just saying, like women, you know, when they have children, especially out of wedlock, I can see why they get real sort of like touchy with the fact of if anyone wants to.
I was
turn around
married, sir. I was married.
You see what just happened?
Yo, Simon is crazy, bro.
I didn't even say nothing. Like I'm just saying, like women do this. Like they get real touchy because you know it didn't really work out, right? And that's fine. It's nothing wrong with it. But then it's like, okay, so what happens next, right? It's like you can't really sort of move forward because you've already imprinted yourself and had a child with somebody that you know meant something to you. And every day when you wake up in the morning, you see that person. It's the same with me and my daughter. Like every day I wake up, I see my daughter's face, and I know that's the woman that I chose to lay down with, and not necessarily the woman that is going to spend the rest of my life with me. So the thing is we just need to be responsible with this, like in terms of going, okay, take the blame. Like I made my mistake, or is it a mistake? I don't really see it as a mistake.
Simon, wouldn't you say that responsibility is simply contraceptives, like, you know, condoms, birth control? At that point, if we don't take control of that, would you not say that they are either making a decision and or being reckless?
To your point, Smitty, that's kind of a good retrospective way of thinking about things, but things don't just simply go down like that. We've never been in that position, or else we wouldn't be having this conversation in the first place. We want to talk like, you know, at the end of the day, we're capable of making correct decisions every time we choose to be with somebody else, and we're not. You know, it's as simple as that. You're not in a position.
Simon,
to
are
do
you
anything.
saying us people like men and women are incapable of this, or are you specifying a gender with that?
I'm saying men and women are incapable of making correct decisions when it comes down to lifestyle choices, and this is why we have discussions about this, because we make the wrong decisions most of the time. There's a purpose to that. This is where people get shit a bit twisted. There's a purpose to why we make incorrect decisions. We seem to think it's a bad
why
thing.
do most cultures suggest, even our own, historically, that a woman should refer back to the father to basically kind of like scout and profile the guy that she may introduce? And why do you think most cultures choose to have the father give the bride away if both men and women make? Now, I'm not saying women make bad decisions all the time, and we never do, but I'm just saying, why would you say history says that the man in the situation should scout whoever the husband is to be, if that's the case?
What it sounds like is what you're referring to is a specific culture of people, and that's different in terms of the Western society and what we're living in, and what we encounter in terms of what we feel like relationships are supposed to be and our free will. You know, I could be sort of anecdotal and go, yo, my chick, she goes to church every day. She's not from the Western society. She don't even operate on the scale that most of the women that I encounter on a day-to-day basis operate on. She just sees things completely different, and she's willing to submit regardless. She don't need to be on YouTube talking about some talking points of this, that, whatnot. This is just her natural being. She sees it like that because she knows that if I'm going to come into her life and I'm going to take care of her, I'm going to take care of her. And that's all she's concerned about. It's not even that complicated. It's like if, you're putting someone under your wing, it's just like, that's all it is. Like, it doesn't need to be complicated. But, if it's like that Eddie Murphy's getting delirious. It's like, what have you done for me lately?
Okay,
sometimes
cool
you can bring
things.
someone
Cool
into
things.
a situation. Yeah.
I like that, Simon. That's okay. You know what? I will have to give it to Simon, y'all. Okay, all right. He actually stayed on topic, and this man actually gave a response that I can actually keep up with. Stan, could you help us with this? I don't know. It's like you threw food on the wall. Okay. What is this, Stan?
Yeah, wait, hold on, Smitty, hold on.
What is this shit, Stan?
Hold on. Everybody, hold on 1 second, please. Hold on. I do want to get to that, but hold on, right?
Do what you got to do and get right to it.
We getting right to that, yeah. Simon pointed out a point that I always make, right? Look, man, she don't go to church, man. Leave her alone. I keep telling you that. The woman does not go to church. All right, don't trust her. Okay, I've told y'all this over and over again. If she out here just acting wild,
Best stop.
You know what she wants to do?
Serious shit.
Yeah, because I can't front. I've heard him change his mind.
Is this trolling Monday?
He changed his mind about this like he changed his drawers, so we can't say this guy's serious.
All right, do not mess with her if she ain't going to church. All right, don't take her seriously. All right, okay. And Doc, I got a question for Doc. Somebody like Tika who says she don't lie at all, right? What do you say about that? Is she being a narcissist or what? That's all I gotta ask. After that, we can move on to Stan. That's all I want to know.
Well, the thing about a lie, and if I may go back one, because I want to clarify even with embrace. When I say that's a control thing, I don't mean like gimme. What I mean is that is something I have control of. If I experience something being taken away from me, or if I dealt with lies and manipulation and bullshit, when I have my daughter, my son, my kid, it's like that's something. So I'm not gonna let someone come in and destroy that. And if you come in with some bullshit or some lies and all that, no, I can't sacrifice that, because the one thing I can control, like this particular relationship, the love that I have. So that's what I mean by that. And then when it comes to lies, again, some people, that is a form of control because they believe the lie, like they live it. They're not trying to live a lie, but that's their truth. And so I can't be with no one who lies. I swear to God, you miss me with all that lie stuff. But do you lie? Yeah, but it's for a different reason. See, the way we receive it is not the same way that we give it out. I might lie to make sure I stay fed. That person is lying so they can go around and give everyone herpes. So, no. Oh, no, I'm not trying to. Yeah. So since there's a division between the two, then I can see where mine is more righteous. I'm not saying mine is okay, but mine is at least for a better reason. So that's how I see it.
What line?
You heard that, Tika? You heard that? You heard that, Tika? You heard it?
No, I ain't
Tika?
say Tika had herpes. I'm just being clear.
No,
I'm
I'm
making
saying
clear.
she don't lie.
No, he talking
No,
about the
I didn't.
lying aspect. We know you
Oh,
wasn't
okay.
doing that. We
She
know
don't
that.
lie. Yeah.
So that's what I gotta say, Doc. So is it possible, right, in your years of studies, is it possible that I've like learned from a lot of lessons in my relationships that I want to actually try to do my very best so that in case it fails, I can say I truly tried?
Your best ain't good enough. Your best ain't good
Not
enough.
you,
That's
Simon.
the problem.
Simon, just cut it
Yeah.
out.
No, I wouldn't dispute that. I would say that is your intent. So that period. Would you like a response to that, or just I agree with you?
You disagree with me. Thank you. I appreciate that. Doc.
You got it.
You're the man.
Yep.
Okay. No. Bump all that shit. Okay.
No, 'cause, some people ask
Yeah,
questions,
nah,
people go
nah,
on and
nigga,
on and
nah,
on, so I
nigga.
want to
This is
respect
like that phone call from school, nigga. Ain't no you going to sleep. Okay. Stan, explain this shit, please.
You don't want to mention condoms. Assignment. And I'm just like, well, condoms, what are those? Because when it comes out,
Condoms they don't mean shit. It's a manufactured thing. Like
Hold
the
on.
light
Simon, you can
bulb.
respond
Don't
after.
mean
Simon, you got next. Simon, you got next. I don't want no interruptions. Stan, explain that shit, please.
Sure thing, because I bring a condom to a girl and she's like, oh, you don't trust me? Who you sleeping with? Then you have to tell the truth? Or
You brought a condom to a woman before y'all was getting ready to have sex. This woman is not your wife, and she says, "Oh, you don't trust me?"
We don't know that's real. That's how some of us got babies.
Stan, was she black? Was she black, Stan? Stan, was she black?
Yo, I'm dead tonight. I need a shot.
No,
Black,
I'm loving
black
it.
and white. I gone through.
Oh
the
my
races.
gosh.
I knew it. I fucking knew it.
What?
I knew it. I knew it. Ain't no sister saying, "Oh, you don't trust me." Nigga, stop playing.
No, because they don't trust. They're like, hey, are you sleeping around? Okay, do I tell her the truth? Or do I just go ahead and like, well, baby's gonna come?
You stand 10 toes on that. I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting myself from diseases. I'm protecting myself from getting you pregnant, bitch. That's why I brought a condom.
Thank you,
fuck?
And but
Thank
then
you,
there's
twin.
another truth that's there, right? And I'm just like, you know what? If I hear her bottom, she's gonna give me more coochie and she's gonna buy me things.
Oh, come on. Stan, no. I'm not.
Can't hit the
No.
bottom with a rubber on. So with a rubber on, that prevents you from hitting the bottom.
I'm just saying.
No, nigga, that's what we trying to figure out. What the fuck are you saying?
Look, this is Smitty's corner, not.
Yeah, you need to go to the corner. You on timeout.
Nigga.
This must be one of his many girlfriends.
Oh, look.
Every day of the week.
Every day of the week? But there's 24 hours in a day, though.
Don't start, Tika.
There's 24 hours in a day.
Hold up. In my defense, I've heard him speak on this, so we ain't gonna do that.
No, I'm saying there's 24 hours in a day. Why has to
He
be?
said he got a girl for every day of the week.
Not
I
every
heard
day
him.
of the week. I'm just saying there's 24 hours in a day.
Oh my god.
Stan,
Smitty, you got something else, sir?
Stan, let's run through the list, Stan. Let's run through the list.
Not after that shit. No.
We're going to run through the list. Can I run through the list real quick, Smitty, please? Michelle Mondays, Tina Tuesdays, Wendy Wednesdays, all right? You know what I mean? Teresa Thursdays, you know what I mean? Frederica Fridays.
Freaky
you know what I mean?
Fridays.
Saturdays, you know what I mean? And
Freaky
Suzanne
down.
Sundays, baby. Holla at your
Or
boy.
I could do what the doctor say and say this: I plead the fifth, which is neither truth or lie.
What if Michelle Monday's schedule changes and Michelle now wants Thursdays?
That's not how it works.
Do you change the name of the shit, or do you just change? I mean, you know, what do you do?
Am I allowed to go there? Am I allowed to go there?
Yes, sir.
Get your stamina.
Nigga, where the fuck haven't you gone? Go ahead, keep going, nigga.
Okay, so this is how you work it. You put everybody in a rotation. Now, look, I was gonna say this earlier.
That sounds expensive.
No, it's not expensive. It's the reset. the doc will go ahead and he'll add on his 2 cents, right? It's just a reset. When she gets a little too close, I pull away. I disappear. I ghost. I might go ahead, type a little something in her Instagram or her Facebook, and I just go off, and then I come back. That's 1. And then 2, if she changes to Thursday, that's fine, but I might push her off to 2 weeks later so she don't think I'm waiting on her. You never keep things on the same schedule. You keep them on different schedule and keep the impulse going, which kind of give them that dopamine, like, oh, it's exciting, and I just play my cards right and then move on.
Ladies and gentlemen, Pimp 101 classes, please take notes.
Exactly.
Look.
Stay away.
Look, let me tell you something. Look, when you have more options, right? And even
Stand the man.
Look, when you have more options, it makes you stronger. I'm telling you, it makes you stronger. It boosts your confidence, even for women. If you have more options, it makes you stronger too.
You're absolutely right.
Makes you stronger.
Sharpers aren't iron. She might be sharper than me because she just like, okay, he got me rotation.
Hold on now. Because so I can't let you get away with that, my G. I cannot let you get away with that. So honestly, from what you just said, more options make you stronger. From what we see, do you really believe? Hold on. Do you really believe more options make us stronger, or do more options make us reckless?
Stronger. All right?
Stronger. I'm gonna say stronger.
Salute to the game. You know what I mean?
Dang, you don't count a grand. You don't count.
May I interject, please? I just want to say this, right?
Bess, you going to bed after this.
I was going to just interject a little bit. I mean, it's funny to me how women understand that we like multiple women. Like, that's why a lot of women chase rappers, athletes, like these type of guys get all the women, and they know that these guys are fucking all the women, but this is who they want. Then they want to turn around and say, when they get their feelings hurt, stay away from him, because they couldn't tame him like some animal. Hey, I need you to keep this dick in one place, one house, one home. So this is the thing that goes on, right? They know that how we are. They know our nature, right? And us men try to make the sacrifice. It's a very big sacrifice, believe it or not. For most men, it's going to be a lot more expectations for you, though. Because once we do make that sacrifice and say, you know what? Okay, I'm finna not have a rotation. I'm going to invest in you and me and you. Then you got to be Virgin Mary damn near, right? So, and it puts more pressure on you, right? But you can't sustain that. Now, once that starts happening, then the man says, you know what? Hey, she's not reciprocating the sacrifices that I'm making by giving me the things I need to feel my sacrifice is worth it. So then we go out and we get a side piece, right? And why do we tend to get a side piece? Because a side piece is more submissive, right? Because they understand that, okay, this is my position.
Is it because they're more submissive, or is it because that nigga is just simply breaking the rules and the laws of marriage?
Submissive.
And being reckless. I'm sorry, what are you talking about?
Well, Smitty, kings have multiple wives throughout. Solomon had 300 wives, so we don't go there. So all I'm saying is,
hold on. All right. So let me ask you this, Ruthless. So what you're saying is that the word does agree with adultery.
No. You don't even know what adultery is.
Adultery.
You don't know what adultery is.
No, listen. I get it. I know all about the, King Solomon, the whole nine. I get it, bro. There are many in there, stories about multiple wives. We all know about that. Okay, the dowry. Okay, I get it, bro. What I'm saying is this, point blank, period. All right. You talking about a side piece. You didn't say your other wife.
Okay.
A side piece means that you are married to one woman, and or let's say you have two wives and you got a one side piece, but your two are, legitimate. My point is, if you're talking about a side piece, is it because the side piece is more submissive and everything else, or is it because that man is simply doing some shit he ain't got no goddamn business doing?
No, you're wrong. The side piece is the things he can't get out the other woman.
Take no job. Take no child. Ruthless dropping gems. Go ahead, Ruthless.
I hear this bullshit.
She can provide something the other woman can't provide, right? So he gets best of both worlds. Because men, we have a large appetite for submission, right? That's what turns us on more than anything. When a woman is in full submission.
The word says it's okay to have a side piece.
Okay, hold on, slow down. Let me get this thought out, Smitty. I understand you want a lot of questions, but I just want to get this thought out. What turns a man on about a woman is not just your pussy, it's not just your beauty, it's submission, right? When you're getting to know a woman and you see that she's catering to you and submitting to you, this is what makes a man really go in on a particular or multiple women, right? So when you lose that, when you get in a relationship or marriage, she's no longer submissive. Now she's combative and she's challenging. Then that turns us off. Now we will stay in because it's our duty, because men, we're built on duty, but we're getting a side piece who's going to give us that submission, because she's not going to do the things that woman do in regards to making us feel like a king, right? Men have to feel like kings to be effective in the way we feel like we're maximizing our potential. If you feel like the queen is yelling at us,
Rufus, what the fuck are you talking about?
So I'm gonna land a plane. So bottom line is, when we're sitting here talking about my man staying out of rotation, his rotation is because the rotation gives him the submission he wants, right? And this submission is what turns him on. And as long as she gets closer, try to like exact her power to try to take the other girls out, then he's gonna get rid of her, because now she wants him to submit to her. See, this is the problem. Women come with submission, like pretend submission, but then they want us to submit to them. And then when we don't submit to them, then they bash us, divorce us, talk shit on us, and call us dogs, even though they're liars and cheaters and all the shit that we are. We're the same, twins. So land the plane is, all I'm saying is this, my panelists. We as men and women, and I'm speaking of black men and women, right? Because we're here trying to get this shit together. We have to understand, right, that a person's nature is always going to supersede the sacrifices he or she is trying to make. So when you have to understand this, you can't be with a man and don't expect him to not fuck another woman for 40 years. That's unrealistic and foolish, right? And then the men got to understand women, right? They're not going to be perfect either. So we have to learn to
30 seconds, Ruthless.
Forgivable. We got to learn to be forgivable. It's all about forgiveness. That's what it's all about, forgiveness. You have to learn to forgive and forget. And then you can sustain maybe a rotation, maybe just one woman. But once you learn to do that, you'll be the most beautiful woman in the world, and you will get your husband. But as long as you hold our feet to the fire, because we're dealing in our nature, because we want multiple women, when you know this, then you've been disingenuous, and you will lose. I digress.
Can I ask Ruthless a question?
Somebody say something, goddammit. I mean, shit.
Yeah, yo, Ruthless, are you okay with women having a rotation?
Yeah, I don't got a problem with it.
So,
No. Your woman. Are you okay with your woman having a rotation?
No, that's not the question he asked. He asked.
Rephrase that for him, Sir Hectic. Rephrase that.
All right. So, Ruthless, are you okay with your woman having a rotation?
And I'm no.
Okay, so
because
if that's the case,
she doesn't have
all right. So if that's the case, why are you saying it's okay for women to go, oh, they should be comfortable with men having a rotation?
Because they know it's our nature. They know this is how we built. It's always been that way since the beginning. Since the beginning.
Yeah, but all right. So
listen. Let me give you this, Simon, and I'm gonna break this down to you. Look at monogamy. Monogamy is a total failure. Total 100% failure. It's without even a doubt. But yet, women still keep trying to push it. Oh, I want to find the right one. Oh, but she left the right one. She left the right one, right? But she wants something that doesn't exist. Monogamy is a total failure. It doesn't work. But yet, we're still trying to fit the square in a circle. And then we're sitting up here. Then when you do find it, oh, I'm gonna be everything you want, baby. Then you end up divorced with your kids everywhere, your family fucked up. So Bottom line is, Simon, and to answer your question, listen. By nature, men, we just are conquerors, right? We conquer and we like abundance by nature.
All right. Women are not conquerors. Is that what you're saying?
No, women are conquerors. Women are more like survivors, right? And they have their place. Hold up, their place is by their king, right, or by their prince. That's their place. That's where they're best at. When they have a king to fight the battles for them, and why? That's why men are delegated as providers, protectors. Come on, man, what are we doing here? Women are.
All right. So wait. All right. So let me just get this straight, right? You're saying all men are like this. All men are conquerors.
Yes.
And women have never been in a position where they have been the conqueror for men. Is that what you're saying?
No. Yeah.
So,
and say this, Simon.
Are you familiar with Cleopatra?
Yeah. I will say this to your point, Simon, and I'm gonna give you this much, right? Women do conquer in a manipulative way, right? They do try to conquer. They do try to conquer men. It's nature, right? They want you to be with one woman until the fuck you die, right? Women, this is something they're trying to conquer you.
Ruthless, have you gone to therapy? Have you tried therapy?
No. Grace to grace. You remember Abraham when he got the handmaid pregnant, had a baby right in his motherfucking house? Let's go. It's always been the same way. It's never been different, right? Men have always.
What did that have to do with what she just asked you?
Exactly. I'm asking you, have you ever been to therapy?
Have you ever did some self-reflection? That's what you need to ask, right? You need to self-reflect.
Don't deflect from the question. It's an open-ended question. Yes or no? Have you ever been to therapy? It's that fucking easy. Yes or no?
Have you ever been to self-reflection?
Now, again, you're answering the question with the question.
Right.
It's a yes or no.
She's asking you as if a man would, and you're responding as if a woman would. What's wrong with this?
It's a simple question. It's not trying to insult you or anything. I'm just trying to understand where you're coming from all of this. Have you ever been to therapy?
Your voice levels are too high, so you're not going to get an answer like that, right?
Well, I've been asking for 6 times. It's okay. Everybody can see.
That was funny as shit, but you got to get off the bullshit. Get off the bullshit.
And you can't bullshit a bullshitter. Answer the question. Yes or no?
Listen, y'all. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Time out. Listen. All right, let me say this, right? I know I've been trolling y'all for like the last 2 hours, but in all actuality, I'm very romantic, man. I'm a very romantic guy. I love chivalry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know what I mean? Okay, Tika, whatever. You don't lie. You know what I'm saying? I like to just, if I'm with a woman, I really like to really give my all to her. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just my nature. You know what I mean? So, you know, some people may say I'm a sucker for love or something like that, but if I'm really into somebody, I'm into somebody, man. And I like that man and woman one-on-one connection, for real. But
so that must be on Monday nights, because on Thursdays and Fridays you the pit. I mean, I'm confused.
I've been trolling y'all for a long time. So if y'all watch the replay, Mr. Best was trolling the whole time. I've been trolling a long time. But for real, let me land my plane real quick, y'all. This is what I'm saying. All I'm saying is this, right? I do believe that there's flaws in monogamy, but I think there's flaws in relationship, period. Whether you do monogamy or poly, I think it's flaws in both. Because people are people, so we're gonna make mistakes. So you gotta essentially find what works for you, right? Find what works for you, and basically, go towards that. And if you do that, then you're able to find the right lifestyle and the right person and the right gender and religion that you're looking for, right? Find what works for you. You know what I'm saying? And definitely be honest. And definitely be honest and truthful about what you really are looking for. You know what I mean? And sometimes it's gonna take time. Now remember, we're not perfect. I'm not telling people how to find love. I'm not telling people where to look to go for love. But make sure you're trying to find love in places that are healthy, right? I struggle with that. I don't always do that, right? And I don't think none of us always do that. Sometimes we may run into different vices and things because we really want love to offer us, but we don't receive it, how we may feel rejected or how we may feel like somebody don't care about us. You know what I mean? So definitely, man. You know, if you're feeling lonely, you know what I mean. If you need people to talk to, if you need a circle of people that
Jack off.
you
Jack
know
off.
can really help you out, definitely go seek help. And then if you're
No.
looking for a real relationship that fits your lifestyle, there are communities that you can go to. You know what I mean? There's websites you can go to. There's meetups you can go
No.
to that
No,
that
Smitty.
that have.
No.
Hold on. Let me land my plane.
Yeah, but
That you can meet someone that fits your lifestyle. Okay. So if you're a Christian or you're a Muslim, whatever, there are definitely communities online and offline that can fit your lifestyle, and you can find a person that fits what you're looking for. So yeah.
but here's the problem with your statement, right? Women act like they don't need men. Men act like they need women. So
Damn.
what
Yo,
you tell them to look for?
yo,
Tell them look
Ruthless. I got a couple of chicks I can hook you up with and make you happy, man.
if
You
you
sound
look,
like you're unhappy.
you're looking for if you're looking
Jesus
for
Christ.
you don't
You be
understand.
talking like some Daryl shit. Like, what the hell? It's like, God
But hear me out,
damn.
son. Hear me
Chill.
out, son. Listen, women act like they don't need men, and men act
Nah,
like they do.
you're
So
hooking up with the wrong
this
women.
is the disconnect.
Not all women ruthless.
Most women.
And Grace
Send me an
Grace
email, bro.
she's very
Send
nice.
me an email,
Bro,
bro.
let me let this plane.
And
All I'm saying is
yeah,
this.
I got some chicks that'll hook up with you.
Let me say
Although
something.
you're kind of crazy.
I don't need you
But
to find. I don't need you to find a woman.
Whoa.
I'm doing what I do. I'm doing what I do. So what I'm saying is this, though, right? To
So
understand,
you don't want a woman. Is that what
to
you're saying? You don't want a woman?
I'm gonna say this. I would say this to the men: do never look desperate.
Well,
Go out here chasing these women and getting yourself because you're gonna get yourself fucked
I
over.
just offered this guy on the plate, like,
Women ain't
yo,
playing.
and
These women are, if they see that you're vulnerable, they will eat your ass like a steak.
you just don't like women. That's your problem. That's the
No,
thing.
it's not
Like,
the point is- okay, Simon.
you don't
I
like women.
understand you're divorced, right? We understand that, Simon. We understand that you failed. That your woman failed you. Your relationship failed.
Right.
We understand that you're an example.
You can say what you want.
It's what the world is. You're an example of the world, Simon.
There's the sign language. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right, ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen.
Grace.
Can I
Here we
respond?
go. Here we go. Ooh, I found. Ooh.
Chica, go
No,
ahead.
I ain't.
Yeah,
Yo.
Chica, we're
Hold
gonna
on,
get
we
to
going
you. Let's get to
we going
Chica,
to
then we're
Chica,
gonna get
then we
to
gotta go to
Ruby.
Ruby. Yeah.
all
Chica
right,
and
because
Ruby,
I
go
don't know.
ahead.
I don't know how y'all
Yeah,
do this.
no, Chica, go ahead real quick, and then Ruby, you up next.
All right. Jesus Christ. So I just want to say, like, every time I hear a conversation about this whole like submission thing, as in men begging for it so desperately, it just makes me want to like detach my vagina. And then it makes me want to like get on a plane to like Jamaica and then like kind of like go to the beach and just like throw my vagina like into the beach until it gets to
That
like
sounds
Pandora's box.
sexy as hell.
Like I just really want to like just I want to make sure that type of man is like talking about the submission thing and like just so desperately like submit. Like I just want to make sure that he never gets a hold of it. Like I just got to make sure like life or death. I just want to make sure that he never touches it. Like don't even.
Are you trolling?
No, listen. No, I'm not drunk. All right. I can't stand the conversation about the man begging for submission because what we know is that any woman that really like loves her man, that truly values her man, looks up to her man, we will give you like whatever you want. It comes naturally, like, take it. Like take everything. Like whatever you want. Like just we want to just bow down. Like we love that over here. You know what I mean? Like you wanted to cook clean, all that stuff. But like, you really have to be like deserving of it. Just like for a guy that's picking like, a woman that he wants that has to be deserving of it is what we prefer, is our preference. And it's what we deserve. Like we shouldn't be short on ourselves. So when I hear men talk about like, oh my God, like the woman has this, like if you're having a hard time with a woman submitting to you, then you don't deserve to be submitted to. And that really is the answer. Because any natural woman naturally submits to a man that's deserving. Period, point blank. And I personally, I fix shit around the house, okay? I cut grass. All right, call it masculine if you want to. I don't care. I shovel snow. Whatever. Okay? I done fix my little ceiling fans, all right? I will gladly bow down to my man because he deserves that.
We're not begging for submission, ma'am. We're not begging for it.
No, it's not like you are. It's not like you are. But I'm gonna mute my mic. Go ahead, do your thing.
Listen, I pray any man, if you can't go jack off, go get, before you go out here and chase these women, right? Be patient, and wait for the one that you feel that is good for you. If you
He's saying be patient and jack off. That's what he's saying. That's the message to the young
There's gonna
generation.
be a lot of jacking off.
Ain't that much. Ain't that much.
Well, hold on,
A lot.
Chico, hold on.
Lots.
Wait, hold on. How you gonna try to give us hope and now you're taking the hope away?
No,
You
I
ain't
said
gonna
the
do that,
ones that have to beg for submission. That they're not. You don't deserve vagina. All right. I just threw my vagina in the dang ocean. All right.
But the vagina equals submission? Isn't
Hey,
submission in the-
listen. What you heard what I said, man. I am not giving you nothing because you're begging for it. That's not attractive. That is not attractive. Okay.
She said, "Man, yeah, man."
It's not attractive. It's not attractive. It's actually the opposite of attractive.
Don't make my twin sister vexed, y'all.
No, let her be vexed.
Grace, you
You're gonna have to go swim and go get it down there, huh?
Yep. That's
I'm off tonight. I got time.
Swim, nigga. Go swim.
Right after the stream. You out of control. You are out of control, Grace.
Yeah, about Titra's out.
Oh, Lord have mercy. Ruby Doll, what's going on with you, Ruby Doll? I'm glad you're up here. We are having a blast right now. We are trolling.
Oh my gosh. You guys are so funny. What's up, everybody? Much love to everybody. Love and hugs.
Ruby in the house.
Hello.
What's up, y'all? You know what? I'm gonna just say this. This is from a perspective of somebody who has been a serial dater, has been a habitual liar, cheater, has had kids out of wedlock, and has been shamed for a lot of things. Okay, so I'm not ever like trying to project my shit on y'all, right? This is just what I see. I think that when it comes to the nature of us all, like the nature of men, for example, or the nature of women, whatever you identify with, I think we need to understand more of what that means. So it doesn't mean that, like, for example, the whole idea of polyamory is beautiful, but if without a purpose, it's just sex, right? That's what I think. And so when it comes, and I'm really big on village, that's why I bring that up, because that's why polyamory makes the most sense to me. So it's my value plus my preference. It's not just like I just want a bunch of dick or I just want a bunch of vag, even though that's really good and I welcome it. It's just like I think that the purpose is more important. No,
hold on. Let her finish. Go ahead.
So really, no, seriously. And as somebody who chooses to be single, when I could just walk out or call somebody and honestly be in a relationship if I wanted to, it's more like, why? Do I want a relationship because everybody has one? Or do I want one because this person I connect with? Now, I never thought I would ever be monogamous, and I do have my thoughts about monogamy, but given the right circumstance, the right person, the right timing, I could totally do that. I could do that because I would choose to, even understanding my nature, even understanding the opposite gender's nature, if we're talking about a heterosexual situation. So I just wanted to share that because I do think that there's joys in these unions, but I think we need to stop disillusioning ourselves, and we need to really stop calling people out for shit that we are guilty of.
Let me ask you this real quick, Ruby. I'm so glad you said that, beloved. Thank you for that, because I've been curious about this. The whole poly lifestyle, okay? And respect to you. Do you believe that it is possible for a person, whether man or woman, either one, to genuinely, truly love and give your all to multiple people at once? Or do you believe that when you're in those type of relationships, it does kind of come with the aspect and the factors of you're not going to get that person's fullness? Do you believe you can give your fullness to multiple people at one time in a relationship? I digress.
Hell no, I can't. There's the beauty in diversification, like your portfolio. We put some gold in here, we got some crypto, we got some dollar bills, and that's how I truly think. Because
you froze, babe. Am I the only one?
Smitty, I would have to say yes because I seen it.
A person can. Anybody? No, hold on, wait. She's back. Let her finish, and then Grace, you can go, and anybody can go next. We got about another 30 minutes before we lock it down. Rock out.
Well, I'm just saying that I can't. I'm not saying that I can't. I'm saying that my perception is that I'm going to give different services, and people are going to give me different services. I don't expect to have 3 boyfriends that I'm doing the exact same things with and trying to be everything for. So I think that when you do enter a polyamorous environment, there's that embedded, you understand that you're not going to get 100%. It's more village. It's about what we all need. It's not about what just me needs. You feel me?
Now hold on. Now Ruby Doll, right? Hold on. Now I'm surprised, Ruby Doll, right? Because you love everybody, sis. You love everybody. You know what I'm saying? You're very loving.
No, I
don't. I'm trying to be nice. I'm trying to give a disclaimer right now. Man, we are wild for tonight. This is a great show. We're going really crazy right now. We're really up right now. Listen, but I noticed something, right? Before Grace goes, I noticed something. I noticed as soon as you came on screen, you turned your camera on. Simon turned his camera on. You know what I mean? He looking at you. He looking at you like he looking at you. I see you, Simon. I see you, dog.
Yeah, I'm looking at.
You don't know when a man is saying when is round 2 available. You don't know that.
He close to the camera and all that. Look at him looking at her.
I'm looking closely. I'm like, Jesus.
Oh shit! Okay, that just went right over my head.
Yep. That's how it goes.
That's
down.
what happens when there's too many in the picture, Ruby. It goes over your head. But I'm messing with you, baby. You good.
I have ADHD too.
Nah, don't claim that shit. Don't claim that shit. You pay real good attention to what interests you. If that shit interests you, you all red tunnel zoomed in. Let's not even do that to yourself. Yeah. Go ahead and focus on Simon real quick. Let's see how this work out. Go ahead, Simon. Rock out. Spit your shit.
Simon.
Now I'm kind of speechless right now.
Shit, we having the love connection in SmittysCorner tonight, everybody.
You're so cute.
You know what, guys? I'm my own worst enemy sometimes, and I have to make sure that I don't lead with my poo-tang. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to, and I do believe in like transmutation. So if anything, transmutation helps me to stay focused when I would like to be sleeping with a bunch of people.
Damn. Okay.
I don't even know how to give a follow question to that. Anybody got something? Shit, I'm stuck.
No, because transmutation is something that's something that someone actually needs to sort of pay attention to. Like if they really know what that means. Like it's an indoctrination, but at the same time it's something that's kind of spiritual. But I don't want to get into that right now. I'm gonna bore the fuck out of people, man. Jesus Christ. Smitty, what you got?
Oh my gosh.
Getting smitten on Smitty's show.
Oh my gosh. Yo,
I'm chilling. I'm letting y'all rock out and then we're gonna shut it down soon. I'm chilling.
Damn.
We're having an orgy right now, guys.
No, we're not.
Whoa,
We're just having a conversation.
Some of us are in relationships. You can't say that out loud.
we kind of crossed that line.
You see how she came off? I know what she's talking about, like for real. But at the same time, it's just like, yo, you know, we're talking about something else, maybe. But it is what it is, and people are who they are. And
did you just lick your lips?
Yeah.
Hold on, Simon. This how you catch him, though, Simon. This how you catch him. Gracie, were you watching him lick his lips? Have you been paying attention to said soup coolers? I don't know, Gracie.
Oh, I want it tonight.
Get it, Queen Grace.
We don't miss a beat.
I'm like LL Cool J in this bitch. I don't give a fuck. Like at the end of the day, like it is what it is. When I come across certain people, I'm just like, yo, man, our energies match, and that's what it is.
Man, hey, what? Tell him, Simon. Who do you love? Tell him, Simon. Tell him.
Yeah, man. Get back to that shit.
Who the fuck just sung that? Who did that? Your band. Who?
That
Something
was
was that you?
Simon.
That's Puffy's tricks. That's Puffy's tricks.
Don't do that again, Simon.
Yo, did Ruthless leave?
Yes, he did. Yes, he did.
Wow.
I was gonna try to get him to, to come at you again. Cause remember, he said he's gonna take you to Roof Chris and all that. What happened to that?
I guess all I was asking was a question. Have you been to therapy? And I guess that touched the nerve. Damn, I just asked the question.
It's a viable question.
And he deflected in every way that a person can deflect. Shame, insult, guilt, and the need to be right.
Yeah, but you know where Rufus comes from.
I got a question for
I
Ruby.
don't know if Christians consider resorting to the word as a deflection. I think that's just like the ultimate. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they look at that as deflecting.
Nah, they don't. I got a question for Ruby. So Ruby, right? Are you listening, Ruby?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So Ruby, since Simon is really smitten by you, right? Is Simon the type of gentleman that you would actually, want to get to know and talk to? I'm just asking.
As a sapiosexual, in all honesty, mental stimulation is everything. So it don't even matter what the physical is. It's more like that's just cream on the cake.
All right. Well,
so that's a yes.
No, what that means is, in translation, Simon, just don't say no dumbass shit out your mouth and you in there, bro.
All right, I'm gonna listen to you, but at the same time, I'm gonna pay attention to her, and that's what goes down.
I'm very
Holy shit! Simon's gonna listen to somebody.
That's what goes down in relationships. I'm gonna hear what you say, but I'm gonna listen to her. That's what goes down.
That's only because his keg shipment didn't come in tonight.
You know what they say, guys? That no one's nicer to you than a guy who hasn't fucked yet.
She's cute.
What do they say, Ruby? Talk to us, baby.
Oh, I said no one's nicer to you than a guy who hasn't fucked yet. I read that somewhere.
Yep.
Then what are they? Okay, so what do we after we get the? Yeah, what do we after we get the cootie?
Asshole.
Yo, I ain't had that much pussy, so at the end of the day, you can call me a virgin if you want.
God damn it, Simon! You never say that out loud.
Keep mine in the ocean.
We know, Tika. You don't lie. You throwing your thing away in the ocean. We know.
I'm gonna keep mine at the bottom of the ocean.
What's up?
That's what's up.
Yo, I don't know what's going on right now.
Yo, what is going on tonight? What's in the water? What y'all drinking?
Ooh.
I wasn't drinking. Tika was drinking, and you've been drinking.
I was drinking a little bit of salt.
I haven't been drinking. I cooked dinner. I did laundry. I did the dishes, and I'm here with y'all.
What do you do for dinner, Grace?
I did a homemade chipotle. I did bell peppers and onions, rice, beans, grilled chicken, sour cream, and cheese.
Hey, Grace trying to trap somebody. I'm never coming over Grace's house because Grace be trying to trap people. You come over house, you eat as a man, you ain't gonna try to never leave.
Boy,
facts. I get you with the food and the booty thing.
Boy.
Hey.
Hell no.
Thank you, Grace.
He said, hell no.
He said, thank you, Grace.
No, serious. I'll go think about stuff. Like in terms
My mama always said, keep the nutsack empty and the belly full.
Oh my God.
That's right. Shout out to Mom.
What's going on with y'all tonight, yo?
Less nagging and more gagging.
Facts. Build a man up, man.
Really, Grace? Really now, Grace?
I love a woman that could build a man up. That's real, man. That's what we're here for.
You men are not that complicated. Sex, sandwich, silence, and peace. That's it. That's it.
Damn. Is this Sunday? Jesus Christ. God damn.
If I may say that, women will go for that too. Women will go for that too, guys. Hint, hint.
Now Grace is turning me on.
Oh, yeah. Hey, look, we might have to end the show, yo. We might.
Damn.
I'm right there. Nice to monetize. Well, this may help me to get monetized. I don't know.
We're gonna get to 1,000 subscribers. Watch us now.
Don't lie, Tika. You don't lie.
Damn, even the doc had to come up here today. He said he was only coming through, but the conversations was juicy.
Man, we might have to have a. I'm not even gonna say the title of the show I'm thinking about. I'm gonna keep that to myself.
But guys, I am gonna have a show with 2 poly couples, and we're gonna interview them. I personally know one couple and another couple I met online, and we're gonna interview them, and we're gonna find out all about the poly lifestyle to see. And then whatever questions y'all got for them, get them ready because they said they're willing to answer them.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with being poly, man. There's nothing wrong with it.
I think a lot of people don't know that they're already in a poly relationship. They just don't know it.
They're just lying.
No, you're right. We're sharing men. We're sharing men.
Hey, come on.
Tika, come on, women.
Yo, y'all wilding tonight.
What you say? What you say, Stan?
I said women do the same thing. They're not lying. Like you don't need to know the truth.
Women are content with not knowing the truth, man. They don't want. Like women will like turn around, like face front, say, "Yo, lie to me." Bars, like they'll do that.
You guys, I'm gonna tell you something about women. Women say they want the truth, but they can't handle the truth. So that's why men lie to keep the peace, or they omit truth. They only tell half the truth. And my homeboys taught me this. We want to tell y'all the truth sometimes, and we say we want the truth, but we can't handle it. Then we get the truth, and then we turn around and get mad and pissed off. Then don't ask questions to answers you're not ready to hear.
Exactly.
You see,
every chick I've rocked with, it's been the same thing. You know, they'll argue with me, and as soon as I sort of detract and go, okay, I'm gonna listen to you and tell you what you want to hear, then they're cool with me, and I'm like, all right, that's not a problem. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, it's like, you know, it takes a certain type of mind state to operate in that sort of frame, because not every man's gonna be okay. You get what I'm saying? Like they're gonna try and put themselves on you. And women don't like that. You get what I'm saying?
How about this, right? How about this? Women, you guys outnumber us men. Think about your fellow sister who has never been in love yet. Don't you want to share the love?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Hell nah. I'm selfish.
Yo, Stanley.
I'm
Stanley now.
Women, I tell you this, women are very aggressive too. Y'all think women
Ain't
are not
nobody aggressive. Cut it out.
Women are very aggressive. If y'all like something and y'all want it, y'all gonna let it be known.
That's
All
a
right?
fact. But
I
that's
sure do. I'll take that shit.
Grace, you're not helping me.
Man.
That don't mean you're aggressive. You're just adamant about what you want. That's it.
Then you got to share your man.
No, we don't have to share our mans over here. He has me or he has not me. Period.
Woo!
Just me or not me.
So at what point does
right there. See how she put there.
It's gonna be
at
me
what
or
point
not
is
me.
it community dick though?
But
yeah,
see,
right.
there,
It's
right?
always community dick.
Yo, we got like 5
It's
more
for
minutes
the
on the show.
community.
But just let me know you're gonna be community dick. It's when you lie about it. If we're gonna share, I'm okay with that. But let me know. Just let a nigga know.
Remember, you just said that women don't like the truth.
But not all women, Stan. I'm not like most women, so don't put me in that category. If I'm not ready to hear the answer to a question, I will not ask that man. But when I'm ready to hear the answer and I think I can handle it or know I can handle it, I will ask. Trust me.
She said she's okay with like having community dick, right? Is that what you said?
I said I'm not. It's not that I'm okay with it, but let me know. Don't lie about it. My ex-husband became community dick. If that's what he wanted, then let me know. So me and the chick can work together and stuff like that. I didn't have it, but it's when you're hiding it and being you sneaky about it and lying about it. That's what pisses me off, not the actual act. Because I understand that men are love vision and variety. I get that. I get it. And used to want to be in a poly relationship, but the fact remains is that y'all lie about it. You want to be sneaky about it. Some women can handle it.
I get that. I mean, I don't mind like having community pussy. You get what I'm saying? But
Ew.
it's
Let
what
me
you're
know.
saying.
Let me know so I can go.
10
Let me
minutes,
know so I
y'all.
can
10
go.
minutes. 10 minutes.
Look, man, we got 10 minutes. All right, y'all are going too far. Okay, I don't know what's going on with y'all tonight.
Tika, don't
I
throw
don't know if
in
I'm gonna
water.
blame.
Got some
I don't know if
people
I'm gonna blame
go down.
Tika.
Let me know so I
I
can
don't know if I'm
go.
gonna blame Shan. I don't know if I'm gonna blame Grace, but something is going on with this show. All right,
This
this
is
show is
fun.
going completely left, and I don't know what's going on. All right, but
He
this
said
is not.
community like it's a bad thing, but
This is Smitty's motherfucking corner. Shit.
Yes, there.
it's part of the community, then it's not, and it's serving a purpose. Then it's not a bad thing.
Let me know so I could go. Peacefully.
You don't need to go nowhere,
And
man.
gracefully.
You ain't going nowhere, girl. Salute the Foxy Moon
You
Premiere.
crazy
No,
as
Tika,
hell.
you my twin sister now.
Information
Listen,
what I'm in.
if my man decides he want to give that community D, I'm not gonna be mad at him. I think everybody should be happy, but let me know so I could go respectfully, and I'm gonna be out.
Oh, hold on. So the wife
Foxy,
like we're not sharing, but you gotta share.
No, I don't gotta do nothing.
For
I
every
don't gotta
one
do.
man, there's 1,000 women.
I don't
And that
care.
means there's
My man, it's
999
my
women.
man, it's my man, it's
You're gonna
my
share
man.
tomorrow. That's what's gonna happen.
But what
You're gonna
about
share.
No.
You're gonna share tomorrow. That's
No,
what's
I'm
gonna
not gonna
happen.
ever share.
but
I'll be
your man
single
is
first.
Monday through Friday?
I'll be single first.
But
I'm
even
gonna go.
when you're
I'm
single,
gonna go down where my vagina is, where I threw it. I'll go down there by myself.
the
I'll
men in
become
Grenada
Aqua.
go get it. The men in Grenada and Antigua gonna go down there and get it.
the vaginas in Dunn's River. In Dunn's River, Tika.
I do have a question though. Why are y'all so opposed to sharing a man though?
Jesus Christ.
Because why y'all so opposed to sharing a woman?
We know
Because
we
no,
share
we're not
you.
supposed to. I'm the
You
man.
guys
I'm the king.
already,
No,
you
no,
guys
no, no,
already
no.
treat better
Why?
than
Why
men.
y'all don't want to share your woman?
We
Because
already
I'm
know
a
we share
king.
you.
And I'm a queen. Okay. Did you not hear me? Did you not see me when I came in? I'm
I
a
see
whole
you
entire
came, but
queen.
but
You
no,
see
don't,
my name?
you understand? As a king, they said the king had concubines. They ain't said the queen had concubines.
She only had eunuchs. The queen only had eunuchs.
Yeah.
Queen share. They understand it.
Listen,
They
we have
understand that
what y'all
every
want.
woman is after their man.
We have what y'all want. And
So
like I said,
that's what she.
And we got what you need.
I'd rather be single than share my man. That's a preference. What's wrong with y'all?
I have a question for the ladies.
Yeah, go ahead.
Uh-oh.
I think it's I've done this before in a past relationship where I was a lot more harder on like my husband than I was on my side dude. Why do you think we do that?
Because the side
We all
dude
doing the
knows.
same thing.
Because the side dude just serves a side purpose, where a husband, he's our main one. Come on, Ruby, you know that our main one is supposed to act right, and our side dude knows his position, plays his position, and shut the fuck up.
Oh,
But
I
the
get
main
that part, but I would find myself being, I would find myself like for example, the side dude, right? He would get the nicest versions of me. He would get the most dressed up me. And then I'm like treating this other person who I do actually love, really. And I think the difference is my expectation.
And because he was a new toy. What do we do when we
3
were kids at
minutes. 3
Christmas?
minutes.
When we were at Christmas time and we got a new toy, we kept playing with that toy, and then we got tired of it. And then we got a new toy. That's what it is. It's new, exciting. It's new hit, girl. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
agree
he's
with
more
that. It's
submissive.
just like,
He's more submissive.
well,
Or could it be that you about to you gonna replace your husband? Or you
it's
just gonna
just
replace your
almost like
husband?
but it's like almost that we put these people on pedestals over somebody who's actually our family. And that's just the piece that I'm talking about, that one little piece. And it's because my attitude and my expectation for the person I was sharing bills with did not allow me to see him as another person just getting his freak on too. And at the same time, I'm getting my freak on. So what's the difference?
You were just unsatisfied. That was the difference. Like, why are you gonna go to another dude and do all that dress up stuff, like, and not do that for the dude that you're actually
Well, that's my question.
in a
That's
household
the
with?
meat of my question.
Ruby, we got to do a show together.
Oh, definitely, Mama, definitely.
This is what these chicks doing all day long. They be playing us.
Wait,
They're like, yo,
What's the name?
like,
What's the name? The wife podcast say brokies, and brokies get everything.
Right, and I don't know about you guys, but I have a very comfortable bed to get to. Like shit though.
Amazing
Okay.
show. Thank you.
Thank you,
I
guys.
love us all. Does anybody have any last final words? Please, a minute or under.
I want to go first. I want to give a shout out to all the side pieces and work wise for holding it down for us.
Does anybody else have any real last words? It's like, nah, you good stuff. Simon, you got anything?
nah, peace, Smitty.
All right, man. Top Flight, you got anything?
And the rest of the panel.
Thanks for letting us explore Smitty's Corner
Yeah,
today.
good
All
conversation.
right now. Well, with that being said, I love us. I digress. My mic is muted.
Grace,
Read
come back.
that.
Grace, come back. Come back, Grace.